Oh, see, can you see what is on early light? Was so held my life as the last gleaming was bright. Who brought me us fire for the rapid we were in this dreamland, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that the stars were still there, all silver yet wave, and the home of the free.
This is Lord Commander Mormont here with a message for Dom and Gator. Lord Commander Till asked me to send this message, which I'm very happy to do. I'd like to tell you, Dom Boy and Gator, that you should put Lord Commander Till on the stream overlay, as any Lord Commander should be. I'd like also to tell everyone to be wary of Junius the Spider. He's a new threat beyond the wall. And also, everyone should subscribe and like the stream and send lots of super chats, and everyone who doesn't will be sent to the wall. That's the end of my message. Take it on board. Do what you're told. All the very best from the Lord Commander. Goodbye.
What is it that could not have waited an hour? Was Dawn invaded?
The king is dead. But he has left us a gift. In his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Yes. Now, there are two among the captains of the City Watch that remain loyal to Daemon. Let us replace them.
I will not have this. I am 6 and 7 years old. It is your tongue, Lyman. I will have no part.
Down!
Have they told you who I am?
Some dead man.
right in the light of the seven, when the whole wide world says you're on your own. Hold your honor tight when the night is long. Be the light in a land gone wrong. No gold, no throne, no shining crown, just a promise kept when hope runs down. Do what is right in the fire and flame, in the seven kingdoms. Remember your name. Whoa. Through the darkest night.
You know, I was thinking about how many more streams we're going to get out of Night of the Seven Kingdoms for a while until it runs dry. I think a few more, at least, before we have to start branching off back into maybe one more actually after today. So counting today, maybe two more until we got to start, getting creative again with what we want to stream about. What do you think?
I think we don't even cover House of the Dragon season 3, and all we do is rewatch after rewatch of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms because it's that good, guys. Oh, I love it. Injected in my veins. Give me an enema of this show, right?
Yeah. Well, is that going to interfere with your normal enema scheduling or no? I would think yes, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know why you had to call me out like that.
It wasn't a call. Was that a secret? Let us know in the chat if anybody was not aware of Don Boy's enema.
Well, I'm saying super busy, and I never tell anybody. But now everyone's gonna be asking, can I get fit in between the enemas, Don Boy?
Listen, that back door gets plenty of traffic, guys. He's not taking appointments. Maybe another time. Okay, wait till after House of the Dragon season 3. Anyway, we're here to review season 1 of House of the Dragon. No. Please no. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Surprise! Got you, suckers. House of the Dragon stream today.
Rewatch season 1 review. No, it's going to be a Night of the Seven Kingdoms review. We're here for it. Good show. So in case you missed all of our streams for the last, 6 weeks, you can get a little short version today. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, we did a review of it, or why it destroyed. We say House of the Dragon, but it's really just our complete review or just overall thoughts of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We had that video come out this last weekend. So hopefully we're not rehashing a lot of it. We might be just going deeper into those points on it. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say at the beginning of it. Oh, please smash the like button, guys.
Please, God.
It's dude, it's free. No one, you don't have to, it doesn't cost you anything, guys. I'm just getting frustrated thinking about it. Like, why are you guys hitting the like button on this?
You're getting him upset. It's Dom tonight, guys. It's Dom. He gets mad. And when he gets mad.
Real quick, my wife, I had explained to her the Dom Don situation because she didn't fully understand. She goes, "Why are they calling you Dom?" Like in the chat, I'm like, "It's a whole story." Okay.
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Don gets enemas. Dom gives enemas. So that's the long story short.
It's really that easy.
Yeah, it's that easy. Anyway, where do you want to go with this whole thing first, man? I'm trying to think.
There's a couple.
How do you want to structure this?
Well, I got a couple things of how to structure this, but there's a couple super chats if you want to say right at the beginning. Some person said,
"What's that?"
This one here.
Yeah, I saw that when I saw that during the intro. If there was like an easy way, I wish we could just end it and then bring it right back. Well, I guess we could. Hold on. I could have done this. I could have just done
looped it
on that clip, right? You can just do that clip to make it see. But sorry, guys, that's not legit. We're not really ending the stream. I know you really want us to, but
I know you guys are. Yeah. So overall, or the first thing I want to talk about is overall. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Overall grades of the series. So of this show, what would you grade this? Well, just let's grade the series, and then just give me that out of 10. From 0 to 10, where do you grade this series?
Okay, I'm going to say this first. I'm going to say, because it can't just exist in a vacuum. I don't think for a grade. It's weird to me to do that. If I had to rate, let's say, for example, Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 4. Okay, if I was going to grade that and give that a rating, I would give that like a 9 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10. I'd say this season of this show, it's very different. It definitely does not live up to the like Game of Thrones season 1 through 4 overall, but Game of Thrones season 1 through 4 had a lot of issues as well. So I wouldn't put it that much lower. I would give this season like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 is probably a safe choice. I could see going up to 9 on it, but that might just be recency bias. Also, it's probably with the context of how bad season 2 of House of the Dragon was,
Right.
because I would agree probably 8.5, maybe up to 9.
8.5 is
but-
probably the right answer.
But okay, let's think of this now. Between season 1 of House of the Dragon, season 1 of Knight of Seven Kingdoms, and season 1 of Game of Thrones in this universe, who has the best first season?
I mean, pound for pound, probably this show, but I think Game of Thrones season 1 is tough to beat. Like we did our
Yes.
rewatch, dude. Game of Thrones season 1 is so good. It really is.
yeah.
The budget's not like exactly there, and the set design is not quite there, and a lot of the stuff that they changed from the books is not great. The excessive nudity, I'm gay. When I watch Game of Thrones, I turn into a gay man. So I don't think it's that great to have all that nudity and sexual content. Despite that, it is so good, dude. You're on the edge of your seat. Versus this show, you're not really on the edge of your seat. You're just having fun watching.
I would say it's funny because I think this show is a good gateway to the other ones.
100%.
Like you said, with your wife who hasn't really watched.
And
Game of
my
Thrones
wife's
or House
definitely
of
not a
Dragon?
man. Okay,
Yeah.
stop saying that in the chat. I know you guys all like to say that I'm married to a guy because I'm secretly gay.
Stop saying that, guys.
Stop saying that. It's something you all say.
You spam the chat with that. I don't know why. You
Please stop spamming the chat that I'm gay, guys. Please stop.
Yeah, but this is a good gateway drug into it, and there's we said in our other video, very low bar for entry that you can, as soon as you get this show underneath your belt, you're like, I kind of like this universe. I could dig this. Season 1 of Game of Thrones is sometimes confusing if you come off, you just come cold and you have no other information about what's going on. There's a lot of information they give you that's so ham-fisted on rewatch now because of how much information they're giving you. Lord Stark, that is the house of your wife's former family, the Tullys, the fish, remember?
Fish.
Stuff like that. They don't have that in this show at all.
But to be
right?
fair, Ned is a retard, so he kind of factor that in.
true,
That's possible. But yeah,
So-
people get confused seeing Ned from one scene with the brown hair, and then seeing with that black hair in that one scene. Wait a minute, I thought you had brown hair. Is this the same guy? That's kind of confusing.
Lack of hair. The seed is strong in Ned.
Holy shit!
In some
Anyway,
scenes.
well, yeah, you know for a fact the seed has been in Ned. That
Yeah,
seed.
we know. So I don't think you gave me your ranking. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, A Knight of Seven Kingdoms. Game of Thrones number 1.
Yeah.
Now, only considering season 1s, do you put A Knight of Seven Kingdoms above House of the Dragon season 1, or is it?
Yeah,
above?
I do. I put it above House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon was just so abrasive. Like episode 8 of House of the Dragon was a better episode than any of the episodes in Knight of the Seven Kingdoms season 1. That's true, but overall as a season, no, it was not better at all. Like you remember back in the day, dude, we were watching that. Even though it was kind of cool to see, we were constantly pissed off about like 60% of things going on.
Yeah, no, I agree that there was a lot of stuff that was like, what is going on with this character and why are they acting this way? It doesn't make full sense to me. And the way they wanted you to feel about certain characters was clearly not the way you were feeling about it. Like, I think the showrunners for House of the Dragon even spoke about it. What's her name? I'm sure
Sarah
the chat
Hess,
can-
is that
Yeah,
that
Sarah
one?
Hess. Thank you. Yeah, Sarah Hess was saying, I don't know why people like Damon so much, dude. You're a freaking loser if you don't know why people like Damon so much.
Dude,
Like, George loves Damon. Like, you idiot.
How sad is that? They're trying to write a character like with the idea in their head that this is like a bad character that's hateable, and they're probably writing it with that in mind. Like we don't like this character, and it still turns out to be a fan favorite. That's such an L, dude. Huge L.
I think, just this is our overall grade. I guess it was the 8.5, but just
I'd say
quick
so.
overall thoughts, and then I want to go into this. Actually, we'll just do that right now. The strongest parts about it. The reason why I like this series so much was they focused on a likable character, but it didn't have to be a morally good character. It was just a likable character. Because if you did House of the Dragon, or you just focused on Daemon's story in House of the Dragon, and you had no other extra characters, and you only focused on one really fun character to watch, whether he's good or evil and morally gray, doesn't matter. But if you just solely focused on them and executed it almost near perfect, I think you get a better series out of it. That's what basically this show was. You just solely focus on a likable character. The only time we ever get scenes without Dunk are with Egg, and those are like very brief and far between.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think
true.
the strongest parts were of this?
I mean, well, first of all, I was say you're right about that, but it just so happens to be that this character is like a morally good character too, so it kind of checks both boxes in this show. But you're right, like when it comes to like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, the examples we gave, Better Call Saul, those characters are pieces of shit, and they're still great to watch because they're dynamic and likable. Whether or not that they're good guys or bad guys, they don't fit the protagonist antagonist role. Actually, it's not true. They're bad guys, and they still give us a protagonist vibe, which is like probably the best of both worlds. But you asked me what the best parts of the show are,
or
overall?
like what is the strongest parts you think for this? Because later on, the kind of rundown we're going to do is strongest parts, weakest parts. We'll go MVP, underrated characters, changes we liked and didn't like, casting choices. We're going to go through the whole entire series and and then I have some surprise topics here later on. We can talk about.
Baby. Oh, baby. Okay, so anyway,
Buckle
best
up,
part of the
buckaroo.
show. Best part of the show, Lionel's arch game, definitely number one, top.
Oh, you got some Aussies standing at attention when you said that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like those videos you see on like Facebook video or Instagram, like Instagram reels, where it's just women like showing you how much they can arch. Like, what is the point of this? Anyway,
Yeah. Well, what is the point? I'm liking this and
I
sharing.
know.
this.
Yeah, like, share with family, send to mom, dad, my brother.
This is kind of weird, Mom.
Yeah, can you explain this? Please decipher. But anyway, the real best parts of this, it sounds generic, but the acting was actually really good in the show, and so were the pacing. Probably both of those two things were amazing. The only thing I would say about the pacing was that extended flashback in episode 5. That's the only time where I really felt myself saying, like, okay, can we get back to this other thing? Everything else I thought was really well paced. Sometimes I even thought it was on the verge of being too fast, just because of how you perceive things while reading a book version of events versus the show. Just sometimes I felt that way, but it didn't break the threshold into being like problematic pacing. I thought the pacing for this was great. We were introduced to Dunk. They added those little bits with Sir Arlen, that was like the slightest little bit of padding, like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there. And now you're getting to Dunk's head a little bit too of what he's thinking about. So it's not just constant, this happens, then this happens, then this happens. We're getting a little bit of cerebral moments into Dunk. I think that helped with the pacing a lot. If I had to pick one thing, it's probably pacing, because it's such a stark contrast from House of the Dragon, where the pacing is like the worst thing about it, arguably.
Yeah, I think having it not overstay its welcome was a big thing. I mentioned that in our last video as well, that if it doesn't call to be anything more than a 30-minute episode, then cut it. And I think they had that struggle with episode 5 with the action, because they didn't have enough to pad it out just action-wise. Otherwise, the fight we got that felt over the top, it was going to be even more over the top, even if you gave us more people to watch, right? Because if we would have seen the Fossaways fight for a little bit, that maybe gives you a minute or two. And if you did that for every single one of them, you maybe give yourself 10 minutes overall of extra time. And yeah, maybe you could cut back that. We'll talk about that in the things we like changes. But I agree, pacing was good, character development, and one thing I believe I was articulating in our last video was
I doubt it.
I edited it back in. Dude, do you know how many times I edited in great points on those videos? Gator thinks I'm just an idiot, and then later on I just re-record it. Gator, I actually think now that I've had a couple days to think about it.
It's like, wait a minute, what?
The jerk store called, and they're running out of you.
Shit, again. Well, I had sex with your wife.
Actually, here, let's go to this super chat real quick. Ice and Soil.
Our Rings and Iron spinoff boy. We got 20 euros here. Every stream should start and end with a prayer, giving thanks to the old gods.
Oh,
I could do that maybe one time, but the irony is going to make me melt. So, yeah, I don't think so, man. Sorry, buddy. Ain't going to happen. Add a couple zeros to that super chat, and maybe we'll be maybe we'll be talking.
We'll think about it. I'm about to. I haven't pulled the trigger just yet, but we do have a mod in the chat. Old Cope Dog.
Yep.
He might just rope dog you there, Ice and Soil.
Dude, Copa's rope is nothing to mess with. It's just strong. It's sturdy.
It's greasy. It's strong. It's nasty. Okay, so that was the strongest parts. Oh, real quick. The action I think was good too. I really like the action. I think it was over the top. His survival, like how, like he should have died, Dunk, during that battle. But I thought it was choreographed well. Go ahead.
at least been more injured from blood loss. Like maybe I'd be okay with it, I guess, but like at the point where he's kind of meeting, now with Baelor and getting the realm needs good men speech, he should be like on the ground, like writhing, unable to move, with that stab wound he got in the side and everything else. But no, yeah, the action was good. I don't I don't think the action was over the top in any other play, well, except for maybe that Legolas move. Remember that insane like oblique maneuver he did going off the side of the horse, whoever that was.
That
I don't know
was
if it was Humphrey Harding or whoever that was.
That was
but
Longthorn, the Tyrell guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts. Picking that thing up. Dude, I can't even imagine.
Little
He's got to
over the
be in
top.
great shape.
Yeah.
But aside from that, action was super good. Not too much. That's the part too. It's not even that if it's over the top. I don't need constant action. Don't give me action
No.
every 2 seconds. I'd rather have dialogue than action.
Yeah, I think that's what the strong part about this is you just love watching the character interactions and development and the plot moving forward versus, can I see a big dragon in the sky fighting? Ooh, clap, clap, clap. I like this. Like one of your coworkers said he wasn't interested in this TV show because there's no dragons or big action sequences.
I just talked to him. He said he watched season 1 of this. And I said, did you ever get past season 1? He's like, no, not really. Maybe I'll give it a chance, but no. It's like, what? Dude, fuck is wrong with you?
All right, so let's go. But besides saying, like, going into detail about why the changes were bad, was there the weakest parts of this episode or the series for you? Because real quick for me, the tonal consistency, especially with the last episode of the series, was so bad in my opinion. You have this death. I think we talked about it right after our live stream or during the live stream that you have this death of Baelor that's played up with such emotion, and then right away you come in with kind of funny jazz music, and the tone is all kind of comedic and it has some serious moments to it, but then it ends with him saying, "Oh yeah, I'll see you after the roast," and it goes to Baelor's death. It's like, dude, this guy just died for you. Like, what the freaking heck is going on? Who's writing this? Why is there such a inconsistent tone from the most epic episode of the series to the final one? That was, I think, the weakest part for me. What about you? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I forgot. See, Don Boy, I get stuck in one state of mind and then I just stay there the whole week long until the next episode. And then if
I watch the recap.
Than that,
you don't watch
I
the
freak
recap?
out. I feel uncomfortable. I don't watch the recap. I don't watch it because you want to know what? I remember the last episode. We watch it. Sometimes we watch it twice, and then we do a full live stream about it for like 2 hours the next day. So no, I don't rewatch the recap. I thought that tonal thing was totally fine, but that said, you're 100% right that they did not understand sometimes how to keep tone and like what is acceptable and what isn't. And I don't know if this is the perfect spot to talk about, some of those shit jokes and poop jokes and fart jokes and giant dick, lasso dick around and put it around somebody's neck because it's so huge, rein them in jokes. But those just came at such bad times once in a while. We didn't need it. It was way over the top. But as far as the episode like transition goes, no, I thought that was totally okay. I didn't think it was bad at all. It's also like when you say that, I'm imagining this super dark and grim moment, which this was in episode 5. And then episode 6, it's not like it would change to like an episode of Ed, Ed and Eddie. It didn't go to that. It just went to like a little bit different.
Could have been a Curb episode.
It wasn't Curb. It was not that.
Dude, how can we vote right here? I'll just make a poll for it. I was about to have.
It was not that bad, dude.
Did you like the tone shift in Ep 6?
Yeah, F6. I guess.
F5.
Hold on. Is the question, do you like it? Like, as in, like, was this the perfect tone shift to you? Or
did you like it? Or what did I say? Oh, were you neutral on it? Here, yes, no.
No, that's not the claim.
Here you go. I don't care.
Clearly, this hurts you, Don Boy. This was
offensive. I mean, maybe not offensive. It was just weird. It took me out of it. When you spend so much time and effort in a TV show, get somebody invested and make them maybe shut off the entire world and maybe think that you're actually watching something real, like experiencing something that actually happened.
Holy shit.
That takes actual storytelling crafting to make you feel that way. And then to pull you out of it with some jazz music after making this such a epic moment on the last episode, and it's like, and they play it up for laughs again at the end of that scene. Talks about the roast. I think the tone needs to be a little more consistent. Just let it. I think Copa even talks about this in his video. Cope Doll, Rope Doll. Yeah.
The Copa, the media literacy genius guy he's
How
our
did you know that title?
we
of this?
model all of our videos and all
How
of
do you
our
want to put this
opinions
poll
after
here,
Copa.
Gator? Do you like the tone shift in episode 6 from 5? Or here from 5 to 6?
Yeah,
in my
sure. I
opinion?
guess that's fine. Listen, I'm not saying I liked it. I'm just
You
saying it
said
didn't
you-
offend me.
oh,
It didn't
oh
offend me.
my-
I didn't even
oh.
notice. I didn't even notice.
You're literally dying on this hill for no reason. Did you like
Yes.
the tone shift?
No, listen,
from-
to say this is one of the weakest parts of the show is crazy to me. That's what I'm trying to say to you. To say this is like a harming part of the show is
So
not-
what was the weakest part for you then? What was the weakest part? What made you think like, yeah, this is not great? Besides, we'll go into the changes, like the actual
that's really it. Like I
scene
said,
changes.
if you go to really specific things like the extended flashback in episode 5, the book accuracy for Arion's like appearance, the total character change for Lionel, those things are the worst part about it. But as far as like things that are pervasive through the whole show, really it's not much. It's like the jokes. It's like the over the top humor that they put in sometimes, and that's like you could blink and miss it.
It's kind of like a tone shift, huh? Tone consistency,
Remember
something
when
I
you
mentioned
introduced
earlier.
this? Remember when you introduced this? My first point was I agree with you on these like select few jokes, but this transition between episode 5 and 6, this is not a traumatic experience, dude.
DM me on Twitter looking for a new co-host for Our Hills Hurts.
Do you need me to call a doctor? Do
You
you,
need
want
to
to talk to one
validate
of
my-
those nurses that talks up to rape victims? Really hold your hand.
Yeah, you
and
just
say,
publicly
"Hey,
raped
are
me."
you okay? Are you all right? Were you microaggressed?
I was by one of my best friends
Ugh.
in public in front of our viewers.
All right, bend over, Tom Boy. You're getting an early enema.
Well, I might enjoy.
It's
that.
gonna be full of jazz. I'm gonna play jazz music in your ears while I'm giving you the enema. The most offensive
Now-
kind of music, jazz.
Well, don't lull me into some sort of scene where it's no jazz involved, and then throw the jazz on.
All right, listen. After the stream, I'm gonna watch the first scene of this again. I need to hear this offensive jazz. I didn't even notice it.
Watch the recap and then into there, and just tell me there's no tonal change.
All right. Well, that's not my claim. All right, let's move on. I don't think it was that bad of a thing. That definitely was not the weakest
I think
part of
it's
the show to me.
Up there with 9/11 for me.
Well, we don't have to go there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. So that was like besides the changes, because I want to get more into those particular scenes, what they changed. Those are the weakest parts, at least for us. For the most part, not a lot of weak parts to this series.
No.
I think very strong. We didn't talk about this. Maybe we should have done it after we gave it the overall ranking or grade for the series. But how would you rank episodes on here, or at least give me the top 3, because maybe like the bottom 3 might be kind of like, I don't know about how I would rank those in order. But how would you rank your top 3?
I don't remember a lot of it. Like I guess in terms of ranking, okay, episode 4 is the best one. I think episode 4 is the best. I think episode 5 is probably I don't know if it's second best or not. Episode 3 was really good too. It's so second and third, I guess, are kind of interchangeable for me. But episode 4, I think, was the best one. What do you think?
Yeah, 4 and 5. It's so hard to. Here, let me end this poll so I can ask.
5 just has such a large stain on it because of that flashback. But the non-flashback content was so good,
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree that 5 without the flashback is so much better. The weakest parts of it were the flashbacks, and what would we say the weakest parts of episode 4 are? That Steely Pate doesn't say the line, also the lead up to Baelor's entrance, they don't have the better interactions of Dunk and the High Lord, or you have the Brood of Bracken, which we'll go into those with the changes. But those are probably the weakest parts of that episode. Other than that, everything else seems fine, what they did. So maybe, I think I would agree, because there's a lot less bad in episode 4. And that, dude, I got so hyped at the end of episode 4 when that final shot of Dunk giddying up.
Oh, I know, it's so good.
And it cuts, it's like, dude, yeah, the playing of the Game of Thrones theme, loved it. So yeah, 4, 5, and then what's your number 3? Or I don't remember what your number 3 is. What would you say was your number 3?
I said it was kind of a toss-up. I almost want to say, I can't remember the episodes super well, those first 3 episodes, but I think I remember episode 3 being really good as well. And episode 5, like I said, it just has such a huge stain on it. I'd have to go back and rewatch episode 3 to really tell whether or not 3 or 5 are like better overall. But the good parts of episode 5 are definitely better than all of the rest of the show minus episode 4. So I guess I just go 4, 5, 3 just to be safe.
I think I would agree with that. Episode 2 and 1 have good moments to it, but the
they're good.
cliffhanger, I love it, dude. Ooh, I just rub myself thinking about it. The cliffhangers at the end of episodes just makes you want to watch the next one.
I know,
Episode
dude.
1 and 2 are not great about that. Episode 3, great. 4, 5, all great. 6, it's fine. It's a season ender, but it wasn't as big of a cliffhanger as you want, or that would be. I don't know if you really need that big of a cliffhanger at the end of season 1, but I'm definitely into it by the end.
It ends on such an offensive note, though. Too. Episode 6 does.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll talk about the changes. So
Yeah.
here, let me end this poll because I'm winning right now. So the poll for the tonal shift.
Yeah.
Did you like the tone shift from 5 to 6? No, 38%. Yes, 33%. And I don't care, 29%. So pretty evenly distributed between the three.
Yeah, not bad.
Now the question will be, which episode was better, 5 or 4, right? Which episode is better?
Yeah. And we both think 4, so you guys have your opinion now. So just vote for 4. Go ahead.
This is a test, and we get the data back if you ever say 5, and we'll just ban you out, right? Which episode was better? 4 or
Chud said that in the super chat too. I didn't even see. Chud, I wait for Gator's take before I form opinions. Thank you, Chud. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Hey,
well done.
Chud, I don't know if you noticed the overlay. We had to add Sufficient Z because he super chatted enough times last time. And I couldn't go through in great detail, the exact breakdown on the super chats, but I know Sufficient Z was right up there and he clawed his way back in. So we just opened another spot for him to make sure he was on here. And we put Lord of the Tides for Chud.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Chud.
Chud.
Listen, man, it fits you, doesn't it? Doesn't it fit him? Doesn't he remind you of another Lord of the Tides that we know?
I close my eyes.
And it's him.
You tell me Chud McGillis. And I think Corlys Velaryon? Aemon?
Dude, the sea snake, baby.
Yeah. Real quick, everyone should hit the like button. It really does help the video. You're going to hear me showing that all night, so please do it. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. It's not that hard. It's literally the freest thing, easiest thing to do. Let's go through some super chats before we go into
agreed.
What are the next topic up that we got here? The next one
like
is going to be, think about MVPs, guys.
okay,
MVPs.
yeah, sure.
You can comment who your MVP was for this season of it, but go ahead, Gator.
Yes, Godhand up first, $5. King Ares has sent dragons to liberate Marine. My lords, shall I rally my filthy Northmen to fight in service of the the realm? The realm? Yeah, definitely do that. That's the patriotic thing to do. Just punish them, dude. Punish them. Do not ask what they did to you. Just punish the shit out of them.
Yeah, you can submit some funny memes, then we'll post them on Twitter. We won't give you credit for it by any means, but we'll put it on Twitter. If you have some funny ideas like that, I can make that into headline easily. Godhand. So let me drop the Discord link in case people aren't in it. It's not our Discord. Let me say that again. It is not our Discord.
The unofficial.
Space Pope's unofficial Discord. He runs it. So if you have any problems, I don't give a shit. It's not my issue.
Yep. Space Pope's domain there. But yes, Godhand, send all the Northmen. Send all the Northmen. Those filthy people that did nothing to us. Godhand, again, not sure if my appointment to Warden of the North was a promotion or punishment, but I'll see to it the men get their, I'd say their baths. Come on, dude. Get their baths and pray to the 7. You're giving me mixed signals there, man. They're getting the bath, but they're praying to the 7. Those things almost cancel each other out. But, if that's how you want to run things up there. That's your domain. We're not involved.
Is that the biggest W of Ned? Opening up
that?
like a little sept up there for his little girl, Catelyn.
I mean, the fact that it's for Catelyn, I think takes away the positive that he did, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if he just did it outright without her.
Yeah, if he didn't do it out of just like being, I don't even know, either pee hungry or like just being whipped, if it wasn't for one of those two reasons, then it would have been based, but otherwise no. Pay the Pump 1191. Do they have a Discord channel? By they, I assume you mean us, and no, we don't. But there is an unofficial Discord ran by Space Pope that we just talked about. So go ahead and join it.
So we got a couple of votes, but keep voting in the poll real quick with which episode is better. One is clearly beating the other, but I'm just curious.
We got Verve, $10. PSA, anyone north of the neck is a wildling and everyone but name. Fact check true. Copied via Google Docs, sent via my iPhone 17 on AT&T. Get our best deals on phones and internet backed by the AT&T guarantee.
He does it every week. I don't know how he does it. He thinks of the
He's like just watching these commercials nonstop. Oh, sweet, there's a new promotion. Yeah, dude, you're right. By the way, the Northerners they're trash, and the Iron Islanders they count too.
And then somebody in one of our videos we talk about who could replace the Starks as the Wardens if they had to be removed. Like the Starks just vanish one day.
Yep.
Who could replace them? And somebody mentioned the Reeds, and I was gonna message them back and like fully fleshed out, thought. But the Reeds could never hold the North.
No
they're so
way.
far south, and they're basically
They're weak.
Yeah, they're. I don't know if they're even considered Northerners. They're Northerners, but man, they are just like on their own program. They're the what are they called? They're almost like the preppers of the North, right? They're off by
guess.
themselves.
Yeah, I mean they're nomads. They're hermits. Like what power do they have? If it came to a military decision, what could they do? But yeah, we'll get to that in a different video, maybe at some point. Just shitting on the Reeds.
Yeah.
Where Waldo 4387. Any what if videos in the works? No, I mean we released recently that what if Baelor lived video,
Yes.
but that is the only one, and we're probably not going to be recording one this next week. I don't think so. But if you have any ideas, let us know in the chat, and we'll check it out. Never know.
If we do it, it'll be way more. It's just gonna be very like singly focused or
more
like very
localized.
very narrow, and only going like a couple years afterwards. Because once you're like, oh, how does Baelor's death impact who sits on the Iron Throne in beginning of Game of Thrones?
Right.
I don't know, guys. Stop. I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
Somebody
it's like does Dario or Khal Drogo live if Baelor Baelor Breakspear dies? Like how are we supposed to know that, dude? I mean, we could talk about it, but that's like a 40-minute video, and our beautiful loyal subscribers are not watching our videos enough to justify us making them that long. So we're gonna do some short videos for a while. 18-month membership. Holy shit! What if Ned Stark had a G? You can't say Glock. It won't let you say Glock in the chat or what? A Glock with a switch. Dude, you're going to find out soon.
That is the next what if
we're going to
video.
make.
That's the next what if video.
Chud, 199. Thank King Ares for sending Westerosi to die for Bravos. Yeah, like always, right? Are you surprised?
You're welcome.
Let's not forget where the Targaryens are from. Essos.
Yeah.
Infiltrated, man. Fully infiltrated. Rodri Burr 95. Wow, I didn't even know I was a subscriber. Ha with J's. Dude, come on. Get that multicultural shit out of here.
What is up with the jaw? Is that supposed to be?
It's ha. It's like in Spanish if the J makes the H sound.
Let's put that guy in a timeout.
Yeah, you're going to timeout, but thank you for being a member, dude. We will always read your member chats, and we love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Chili Pepper 2855. Member for 2 months. Can you end the pot? We already answered this. Yes, we did it.
All right, see you guys.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. The cheeky Chad. Did I already click this? No, I did not. 279. Tuning in solely for the Seinfeld Oberyn fight. Yeah, it's a better version, right? You don't have to deal with any of the BS, the retcon where Oberyn gets the one up on the mountain for a little bit. Didn't actually happen. Saucy. I've had enough of Don Boy. Unleash Don Boy or else. He's got to charge. He might still be charging. I don't know.
I might have just exerted all of it during that jazz discussion we had earlier. That might have been it.
That's true. Yeah, he's kind of a what do you call that? He's got one round. He's got one round in him, and he fires it off. He's got to recharge for a while.
Yeah.
The cheeky Chad again.
Checky Chad. The Checky.
Why do I? Listen, whatever, dude.
This Checky line still has claws. Dude, if that line, when that line hits next season, I'm just gonna go something like that.
See, I'll record myself. That's the bullet firing right there. That's the round being fired, and then he's got to recharge.
Back up,
Sir Lionel Baratheon. Whatever happened there? Yes, Sir Lionel Baratheon. Whatever happened there?
Dude, I want to make more Sopranos, Game of Thrones memes. They're so funny. If you can get them, if you can do them right. Like, you never had the makings of a king's guard. It'd actually be more Uncle June, not Tony there. But you never had the makings of a king's guard. Like, how would you say that, Uncle June?
We got Chud again, 199. Sir Eustace in season 2 frame mugs all of the 7 kingdoms. Yeah, you wish, dude. You fucking wish.
True.
Obsessed.
True. Eustace is going to be so awesome, guys.
Yeah,
we're not even ready for it.
Yeah, no joke. He's going to be a Chad. Marcus Garcia, 199. Overall grade M for micro. Sent via from PSP Vita. PSP. Do they make PSPs anymore? Wasn't there like a new revamp of a PSP that came out like somewhat recently in the last like 10 years. Wasn't it something like that?
I don't remember.
wrong.
I remember seeing. Was Xbox trying to do that too?
A handheld?
Like
Did they?
handheld? I thought so.
Well, there's a Steam Deck, but that's not really Xbox.
Oh my
I don't
gosh. Michael Doberman. He says Uncle who? Uncle June from Sopranos.
Brew Maestro. Darren, your dreams are cringe and no one gives a shit. Yeah, it's true. Darren's got to go away.
Yeah, poor Darren. Oh, it hurts when I dream of things. They come true.
I saw you with a big black dragon on your back, and it's slayed and it's defeated, and you're alive, and I don't know what to think of it all. I've seen you in my dreams, sir. No one cares. I'd literally I'd kill that guy if he said that to me. Are you kidding me? Dunk size in a tavern like this, he's crazy. There's no repercussion for people. It's like in real life, if someone starts talking to you like a psychopath, you at least know, like, okay, worst case, I can call the cops, or like somebody's going to defend me. In a place like Westeros, dude, he can come up and shank you, and now you're just going to die because you have no status, and no one's going to help you. If somebody says that kind of thing to you, you need to kill him ASAP because he's crazy. Cosmic Gandalf 999. Notice me, senpai.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I do a lot of noticing. You're noticed.
Gator's starting to notice things.
Yeah, I'm starting. I'm going to read one more here, and then we'll get going on this. We'll save some more for later. Titus, thanks for making it to the stream today, guy. Australian $1 and no message.
What the hell's up with this guy?
Who knows,
He's
man?
like, oh, I spent too much money on you guys last stream. I can't do it anymore. Oh my goodness, Titus.
Hold on, I'm doing one more here. I'm doing one more. Sorry. Uzair Babylon. Hey, first time watching. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar. If maybe you're a first time watching our stream.
No.
But
yeah,
you
that's what I think he means.
all the time on our videos, and we appreciate you, dude.
He's the most positive.
You are. You're so positive.
That's why I highlighted it. I was like, yeah, this guy, he's always around, always giving positive things. Also, video suggestions, which, you know, we love getting video suggestions as comments. We do appreciate it, which I think we'll do in our future videos. I have to make an announcement on the video itself, but I want to make it on our videos. We will, for the following live stream, we're going to take the best comments from that video and bring them up on the live stream and talk about them as well. I think that'd be fun to do. So, guys, give your best effort in the comments. That's what I'm trying to get to, because you'll get appreciated on the live stream. So,
I'm going to read two real quick.
Oh, Mike, you lied to me.
I know. I'm sorry. And neither of them are super chats. But one of them is his again. He just says, who has better baddies, House Baratheon or Martell? Listen, you know what? I hate to say it, but it's Martell, dude. You can't deny it's Martell. Baddies-wise, come on.
We don't get enough Baratheon baddies to appreciate. I wish we could have seen Boros's 4 daughters in action, because in the books, the one daughter is the one that basically gets Aemon fired up enough to actually kill Jace in the sky. Right? She's like, oh, it's too bad. Too bad you don't have 2 eyes, you fucking freak. She doesn't say that, but you read between the lines. That's what she's trying to say.
Oh, yeah, essentially true. And then I was going to just click on hold on, I was going to do one more. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, it was just Space Pope here. Gator's not Eustace pilled, and it's a bad look.
Yeah, bad look. Bad look.
It's a bad look to not be Eustace pilled. It's not that I'm not Eustace pilled. I haven't taken the whole bottle like you guys, all right? I haven't taken the whole bottle of pills yet. Give me
what are you
time.
waiting for?
Yeah, give me some time. I got to stay sober at work, okay? I got to stay sober. I'm going to be talking about Eustace to everybody if I go down the rabbit hole.
I gotta pace myself with these checky pills. I don't want to get a tummy ache. Shut the fuck. Bottoms up. Dude.
Bottoms up. All right, we'll see. Talk to me next week. Let's get back to this. Sorry, I had to read those extra few chats. Okay, I appreciate our subscribers.
I do too, contrary to popular belief. And something you said there too, or more so what Space Pope said. I love that tactic of not a good look. The passive aggressive, very female coded way of shaming people is so funny.
Ooh, really? You're gonna say it that way? Not great.
Not a good look.
Like tone policing.
Yes, it's so funny. Not appreciating that Greg is actually good. Not a good look, guys. Not a good look.
Well, that is true. That's actually true.
I mean, if you can say it in the true way, it's so funny, right? Like in our way. Thinking Tywin is a bad dad, I would reconsider, because not a good look.
Remember, guys, it's not a lie if you believe it.
True. Okay, so we ranked our episodes, and our final poll here from the chat: which episode was better? With 55%, episode 4 is over episode 5.
Wow, that's closer than I thought it would be, actually.
Everyone that voted for episode 5, we'll see you never because you're auto kicked from the stream. That'd
Yep.
be so funny if you could actually do that, dude. It's like premature ejection for the audience, though.
Oh, so good.
But what would you say, gun to your head, gun to your balls, who is
Yep.
the MVP of the season? Most valuable player here. Bang for their buck. There's a lot of great characters in here that get maybe like Sir Arlen, I think you could argue is a MVP. Is he there for me? No, but he has such great moments in the season that I don't think you can pick Dunk, though. Dunk can't be. Dunk and Egg are removed, I think.
They're removed. Yep. They're out. Obvious Raymond Foss away for giving that beautiful sex worker the respect she deserves, right? Obviously. Is that too far to say? I mean, she is down on her luck. She's forced to use her body for things that, these disgusting men. She's forced. She was coerced into doing this. It doesn't matter. She started her own, but it was complete manipulation. She's in charge of her body, but these men are taking charge of her body for this moment for money. And even though she's accepting money, that's grape. That's grape. I don't know what to tell you. That's just solid grape. But in all seriousness, Raymond Fossway is my pick because of that fucking amazing speech he gave to Dunk, just laying it on. And then Lionel comes in later. He's probably listening from outside the tent and heard Raymond say that. And he's like, "Oh, dude, yeah, that material, that is prime material." And he tried to lay it later, and it just didn't even land as well, but it was still good.
I like the additions they had for Raymond because they did not have a lot of these scenes that he does have with Dunk. He definitely is his boy to an extent. He's probably the biggest or his biggest boy out of all of the potential people besides Egg, right? Raymond is. But he doesn't have all of these other, like great scenes. Like I like the horse scene we get at the end of episode 6, with him getting Sweetfoot back for him.
Yes.
Because that's all brand new for it. So that's a good addition. If we want to talk about changes later on, that's a good addition. I like Raymond, but I don't know if he's my MVP because it's hard to think. I think he'd be the best additions to the show are from Raymond for the most part. Things they added for him were positive for his character. I think is this the normie pick here? Baylor is the MVP of the season. Maybe we'll do a poll, see if I'm right again.
Yeah,
Baylor
I mean, that is
my
probably a
MVP.
normie pick, but it's not a bad pick.
Because he is, how many scenes do you really get of this guy? And every time he's on there, he commands. I mean, is it that impressive? The hand of the king, the heir apparent. He commands the room. But the acting, the casting for it is great as well, which I think we'll talk about in the next segment is the best casting choices. I think Baylor is the MVP of this season by far. But here, let me make a poll. What do you think about Baylor Breakspear?
I think if you're talking like overall content, probably, but I don't think he has a single moment that is as good as Raymond's moment. I don't think he does. I do not think he has that scene where it's just like, holy shit, like this totally gives me all new respect for a character. Like, gives me look at this character in a new light kind of a way. Until Raymond had his speech, we didn't get that from him. And I don't think we ever got it from Baylor. Like Baylor showed up on the side of Dunk. And if you're not a book reader or whatever, and you watch this for the first time, I don't think anybody thought like, wow, he would do that for Dunk. That's crazy. I never would have anticipated that in a million years. It's more like that happened. And you're like, oh, didn't expect that. But yeah, that makes sense. That's really cool that he would do that. So I don't know. I think he's obviously a great character and he's in the running, but I just don't think he has that moment, He
doesn't have the moment of epicness where he comes in on the horse to save Dunk. I asked this chat.
No, he does have that moment. He does have that moment. That's true.
He does have that. And he also has the moment at the end where, he says the realm needs good men. And it's his death that's so impactful for this season. If you don't have his death, the season's still good. Still a good season. But it doesn't hit that extra level of greatness. And I asked this in the chat, this Q&A thing. Let's see if this works. Who was the MVP? You guys can, I think, respond to that in the chat and give me just who you guys think is the MVP. And I'll read off a couple of them here. But Baylor, for me, is the number one MVP for this. And the chat is pretty split like last time.
Yeah, I mean, I think
52% Raymond, 47% Baylor. Guys, what the hell's
Baylor is
going
up
on?
there, man. He's easily number 2. But I mean, dude, with our chat, come on, dude. Hilter's gotta put Raymond Fossaway at number 1. He's literally speaking our language. He's completely Hilter coded, totally Hilter coded. The only thing bad he ever did was get with a prosty, you know. And again, I'm still on the side. I'm Raymond pilled. So I think that she was doing the cavity method, anal only. I think she was keeping that thing pure for our boy.
Oh, you think so? It's the
I
cavity
think
method?
so. Yep.
I
Cavity.
think we have a friend who experienced the same thing.
Yes, we do. Except he was not the one that it was kept pure for.
He was the Dondarrions in that situation.
Yes, he was. And he did not impregnate her ass.
Okay. So no one's doing this question and answer thing. I just try to do for the chat. I don't know if they can even see what that they can respond to it or not. But Raymond right now is at 55%, Baylor 44. We'll keep this going until the numbers change on you, and then we'll end it.
Makes sense.
But I love
Classic
the casting.
Dom move.
Classic Dom. It's very Dom coded what I'm doing right now. What do you think about the casting choices in this season? There were some discussions on Twitter today about Tansel, and George saying Tansel was exactly who he envisioned, which I don't believe. I don't believe that, but I don't think she was bad casting. And this is just a general conversation. I think people online, I don't think they're ready for this conversation, but people just need to separate the actors from the character, and even like the studio. The actors are just workers. They will apply, like Tansel, that actress, she should have applied for Dunk's role. If HBO's stupid enough to put her in Dunk's role, that's not on her. That's on HBO. They're like the gatekeepers and the final say on all this stuff. So if we ever have any issues with casting, like we do with like the physical presence that Lionel should have, that he doesn't have, we have an issue with that. That's not on that actor. That's on the studio. So it's like, guys, stop getting mad at these actors, which I don't think anyone in our chat are doing that. I don't think anyone I even like interact with is doing that. But I just hate that.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Those people doing that, and also just even caring at all what the actors say. It's like just focus on the writers and the directors. They're the ones with the final say in it. But casting choices. What is your best and worst casting choices for the season of A Night of Seven Kingdoms?
Okay, I'm gonna I don't think you can say Lionel for worst. That's too obvious. I'm gonna not allowed. Lionel's off the table. Okay,
this is hard for me. The worst, but
for saying worst, I think best casting. I gotta say two. I think you can't say Dunk. I think Dunk did. I think he was cast pretty well. I do.
Let's remove Dunk and Egg out of it because they're really good. They're almost
exactly.
perfect casting. So like remove
especially
those two.
Egg, completely perfect. Like the Dunk, you could say the haircut was not great, but again, that's not the casting. That's like styling. But,
and real quick before you say that,
yeah,
Dunk and Lionel, their inability to have that physical presence, you could adjust that with choices on set, right? Like how Gandalf looks so much taller than Frodo was not a casting choice. That was a production choice of how to shoot these shots and position them properly to make that visual that the height difference come across visually on screen. So I don't put that on them at all. But go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So after 5 minutes, I'm going to answer your question.
One more.
The best casting, I think, was Makar. I think Makar was so good. I think he was perfectly cast.
Yeah.
Maybe he was like a little bit old, maybe, or whatever. But, you can't really prevent this guy's old, and the entire cast of Targaryens outside of Egg are like much older than at least I kind of thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's wrong. Maybe they are supposed to be this old. But Baylor and him, for the most part, they're older than I anticipated. But given that, I think he was great. I think he basically executed his character perfectly. I just love that disgusted look that he has a lot of the time, and it's when he's like in the room. It's so good. I think he was Makar. So that's my best. Do you want me to say my worst before you say your best, or what?
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm still trying to think of my worst, and yeah, I'm still thinking about this, the casting choices, even though I picked this topic to talk about. I don't know who my number one casting choice is. So go ahead. Who is your least favorite casting?
My least favorite is Steely Pate. And I'm not even joking you.
Really?
Dude. I had a really clear image of Steely Pate from the book in my head. And it was a much thinner guy, an older guy than this. Almost like if you want to take the, what's his name? What is the name of you know, he was in Rogue One as well, or not Rogue One. He was in Andor as well as the Maester from what's his name? He's the Maester who takes over, you know, in King's Landing for Cersei.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What's his
Qyburn.
name? Yeah, Qyburn.
Yeah.
Yes, Qyburn. Qyburn Crystal. Yeah. But him, like almost somebody who looks like that, more of like a skeezy merchant kind of guy. That's who I imagine. And I didn't think, I thought he was like experienced.
I think this is
like,
a you
metal
problem,
worker.
Gator.
I
think
agree.
This is a you
I
problem.
agree. But this I didn't imagine this guy who's like almost kind of like a big dumb oaf type of guy. I did not think that. I thought somebody who's like a little bit more wise, maybe like a better businessman than just like a manual laborer. That was just my opinion. I don't know. I that's the vibe I got. Otherwise, there weren't that many bad castings in this show, dude. Other than Lionel, which I don't think is fair to use.
I'm trying to see if I can get a Steely Pate image on here.
Yeah, come on, find me Steely.
This might be the worst
I was
casting.
just gonna say, if you want to get some bad casting, pick that one right there.
I don't know if the Trial 7, like, no offense to all the twinks out there, and especially in our audience listening, I just don't get the twink should be the one dropping the, what do you want to say, the flag, shooting the fire, or the round off before we start this whole thing.
I'm fine with a twink shooting it off, but it's just the specific type of twink. That's like a genderqueer twink we saw right there. It could have been a twink that embodied some, you know, primal
the 7
energy here. Yeah, I mean, right, something.
Well, this one maybe did embody the 7 and embodied the father and the mother and the maiden and the warrior.
Yeah, the 7 genders.
I'm trying to think of. Oh, this is hard. About my. I do agree. Makar's great. I like Arion too. I don't like the way they had his hair, but that has nothing to do with the casting.
style.
I thought Arion was really good. Darren was good too. Dude, it's hard. Who is the best? Or I'll just say Baelor was great. I like Baelor a lot. That actor really gave great performances, and he's supposed to be clean shaven, like a little more maybe ruggeder, but I think he embodies what Baelor is perfectly. And I don't blame Makar, his weird lines, like, what's a trial of 7? What bloody hell's a trial of 7? I don't blame that on the actor. The actor, when he is given the opportunity,
he's the
crushes
writer.
it, especially in episode 6.
Well, we got a $20 super chat here. I'm gonna read real
quick.
Okay,
give me some more time to think about my worst
you're
casting.
good. We got some Gooners action coming in hot with the 1999. I think Egg was actually the one bullying Arion. Yeah, fact check, true. We know. I believe Egg was the one who originally snuck and put a blade to his brother's nuts and said he wanted him to be a Targaryen. In the last episode, he snuck in to do it again. Yeah, I don't know if we speculate. Did we say that or something very similar to that in one of our videos? I think we did. Not exactly that, but listen, we're on the exact same page, Gooners. If we didn't say that, we meant it, because at the very least, Egg is lying about what happened between him and Arion. Worst case, or was that best or worst case scenario? Whatever one. Okay, best case scenario, he's lying. Worst case scenario, yeah, he's just projecting, and he actually did all that stuff. Like Arion probably had a beautiful little pet cat, which I hate cats, but a beautiful little pet cat, and Egg saw to it that thing was drowned in the well, and he probably did some more unholy things to it before he even put it in the well. So that's the true canon, I think. Egg is a notorious liar. So what else did you think? I mean, it's really the only solution.
I wasn't listening at all to it because I was thinking of my worst casting, which this is a stretch for me. If you're good with the super chat, Some Ordinary Gooner, good to see you around, my guy. After what did Crypto come back? Is that why he's back here?
No, it's only $20.
Okay, yeah. Crypto's not back.
It's not back yet. You will know when it's back, because Gooner will be popping in here with like a 50 or 100.
His super chats are performance indicators for me about how Crypto's doing.
Yeah, if you guys want to follow the market or whatever, he's the best way. Although it doesn't really help because he only pops in afterwards. So if you want like a good summary of what happened over the last few years in the bull markets,
you see no super chat. You see no super chat. Buy the dip right now. Buy it. Buy.
100% true. Hey, that's right now, man. Low super chat. Buy the dip. Thanks, Gooners. We appreciate you, dude.
My least favorite casting, it might be just because if I want to say the age wise for Lionel, I don't like how old he looks in this. He looks very old, and he should be probably closer or at least younger than how he looks. That's an issue I have. And I thought Daron maybe looked a little more doofy. Daron here, for a lot of ladies that basically make thirst traps out of any person above an 8 rating. They love their Daron. They're like, oh, Daron, he's perfect. He looks like he does look very Targaryen. I'll say that. He looks great as a Targaryen, but I always thought Daron was a little more of like a doofy kind of, I'm kind of more of a drunk. Maybe I guess he's still kind of young. He hasn't been like, he's not like a 29-year-old drunk who definitely the weight catches up to him at that point. So,
yeah, Daron was more put
those
together
two are kind of
than I thought. He's more put together than I thought he was, but I don't think he was like way off at all. No.
And then real quick, we got 5 gifted members from K-Hole Gaming.
Oh,
Thank
K-Hole.
you.
Thanks, K-Hole.
Let me pull this up. I love this image. The berries and cream, berries and cream. What is that? The Starburst commercial, or is that a?
Oh yeah, old school, man.
Yeah. So
I was just thinking of like those freecreditreport.com commercials. Remember that where they had songs? Remember those commercials when we were kids?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, classic, dude.
Classic, dude. Okay, so we got our casting choices out of the way, and it looks like, dude, Raymond pulls away 64% MVP.
Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know he was dropping that truth.
That was the biggest L I've taken all night, guys. I don't appreciate it. Okay, so underrated character. So we did the MVP. Underrated.
Underrated is hard, dude, because who's underrated? Like who are characters that people are really kind of sleeping on? Everybody kind of talks up everyone, right? Am I crazy? I'm just trying to think of who
underrated,
really shit on.
Well, no, who maybe doesn't get enough that they should. They definitely should get more credit. I'll tell you mine real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead. Tell me.
Underrated character. And I spoke about this before. Lord Ashford crushes it. I love Lord Ashford. He is in every scene he's in. I appreciate his presence, and they do something with him here. There's a good. I'm trying to get a good angle of our goy. No, I didn't mean to say that. I just slipped of the tongue. But Lord Ashford here, he's great. I love him. You could even say his daughter too. Her 2 or 3 scenes she's in.
Oh yeah,
she makes a.
As soon as you said Ashford, I was going to say her daughter as well. His daughter as well.
Yeah, don't misgender Lord Ashford, motherfucker. Like,
sorry.
Their Carol Gaming says right there, Lord Ashford fucks his sheep. Dude, that's so funny. Where he like crosses his legs, he's like, ugh. There's that scene. There's the one where he's with the Targaryens, Baelor and Maekar, and they both they're talking to Dunk, and Lord Ashford he's like, oh, a night without a horse, or a night with a horse. Oh, what was the line, dude? It's like, it hardly makes a night, and he looks to Maekar. He looks to Maekar for like a chuckle or something. Stone cold, not even acknowledging what he said. And then he kind of goes, okay, well, that did not work. That did not land. He said then that one, and then the last one is when he has to pick up the nuts for for
Arion. Yeah, dude. Yeah, both of these two, I think father and daughter both chewed up the scenery. That's true. Yeah, Ashford is underrated. That's a good point. He's one of the only ones who would be, because you can't say, like, there's some characters that are funny. I guess maybe you could say Sir Arlen, but I mean, who's he really underrated for? Like, he's kind of front and center, you know, in the backdrop of the show. So I don't know how underrated he can really be.
Well, yeah, I don't know either, because he's really appreciated for what he's there for. But yes, I would say people you could consider as underrated is Plumber, Ashford's, like the girl and the Lord there. Maybe the Kingsguard, but they're
maybe Stefan Fossaway almost, I guess, could be. Oh yeah, like a villain. I think Stefan Fossaway you could see as a little bit of a underrated character. Dude, that armor alone elevates him. It's so good, dude.
So good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. I was trashing on the Apple guard, or garb, I should say, when they were sparring. I was like, it's a little much. It's a very texture and like almost feels like it's a like steam pressed. I'm trying to think of the right way to describe like the how it looks, but it looks like 3D. I wasn't a big fan of that. But when you see it on that armor, dude, the gold armor, I love it.
Dude, it was so good. That's probably the best armor. I saw a post like one of the Facebook groups or whatever recently, and it was just ranking all the armor in there. Maybe it was just a showcasing of all the armor, and it all looks great. Most of the armor in this show looks really good. There's very few L's taken, but even amongst all of the armor, that Apple armor of Stefan Fossaway, to me, it stands above all the rest. I don't know what it is, man, but it's just so good. The gold, all the curves, the asymmetry of it is great. It just, the Targaryen armor can't even compare, dude. Can't compare.
What?
So I guess those would be my like maybe Arlen if he counts, but I don't think he counts.
Yeah, I
Stefan
don't think
Fossaway is
he.
one.
I'm
Maybe,
putting Stefan Fossaway, Lord Ashford. Should we say Lady Ashford on here?
yeah,
Too?
for
I think
sure. Yeah,
she's-
the daughter
yeah.
definitely. That's like the second choice.
And is there another one? Maybe Plumber.
And Plumber, yeah, for
Plumber.
sure.
Okay. I'm interested to see what these idiots in the chat say.
Yeah.
Also, hit the like button, you idiots. And K-Hole Game with another 5 gifted members, dude.
K-Hole.
I don't know where. I think Jamie, our commander of Kingsguard, is getting a run for his money here. He might be kicked out here from K-Hole Gaming for Lord of the
Jamie's not even here, man. Jamie just shows his little mushroom head once in a
Every
while.
once in a while. Hope you're doing well, Jamie. We love
Yes,
you,
sir.
so. Oh, Leo Longthorn underrated. Someone said in the chat. That's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe.
But he doesn't have enough like to do like his scenes. He basically just says, "I know not of your whatever what Arlen, your knight." That's about it. That's the only thing he ever does. And
Yeah,
maybe the awesome action scene, but that's it.
maybe what about the solid like gunmetal eye patch? That whatever.
Robin Riesling.
Yeah, Robin Riesling. Yep, there's the eye patch. Also, I had one more in my head. Shit, I just forgot. Oh, Beesbury, potentially too, just for the aesthetic, just for the drip. That disgusting mustard yellow, golden honey yellow mustache, along with the bee-filled coffin, and honestly,
Yes.
the armor was sweet too. I know you aren't a fan of the helmet.
The helmet
has
was...
like the movie popcorn bucket look, but it was I don't know, man. I thought the drip was great, minus the helmet, of course.
Yeah, I like Beesbury. I think he's underrated. I think he'd be an underrated pick in a vacuum. But if you're
Chud's on
anyway,
my page, man. Beesbury goated.
If you're anyway online talking about this stuff, you'll know Beesbury has been glazed back and forth so much that it's he's triple coated with honey. Yeah, people love Beesbury. So I wouldn't say he's underrated. I would say Robin Riesling might be more underrated. Sure.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even be in the running. He's not an actual contender. It's just that eye patch. It's just like, what are you doing?
I
dude?
know.
There's no way that's comfortable, but it's badass.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to protect your no eye? Like, why does that eye get the protection?
I don't know. Maybe people keep putting their fingers in there. He's like tired of it.
Or
because he knows he's going to let him do it too. So he has like really bolted on there. He's like, no one's touching this thing.
Maybe that's the good eye. We don't actually know it's gone.
Good eye? You being Australian?
I mean, that's the good eye. Right, Titus? Hey, right?
Good eye, Titus.
Good eye, mate.
All right. So the next topic, while people are still voting on the most underrated character, the next topic I want to talk about is finally we're getting to it. The changes from the book. So we can start with the positives, things we liked, they removed. There's something they removed that I liked that they removed. But there are some additions that I think were good before we actually go into the bad. And before we actually say that, another 5 gifted members from K-Hole Gaming. Dude, this guy's on one tonight. What is going on?
Yeah, K-Hole, come on, dude.
K-Hole. Well, it's nice because then people get notifications that, you got this nice gifted member. So we really do appreciate it, K-Hole. Yes, everyone, K's in the chat for K-Hole, please. K's in the chat.
Or show your hole. That works too.
Yeah, or show your hole. It's one or the other, guys. So what are some changes you liked from this series, from the source material, the Hedge Knight?
The best changes, I think, are, don't forget about the casting, forget about that. I think some of the best changes were Lionel and Dunk, their pre-tournament interacting. Like, especially that first night when they're in the tent and they're dancing around and they're having a good time. Like, that scene, if you took that and you took Lionel and you could even keep his behavior exactly the same and like his demeanor and all that stuff, and you just made him appear like 6 inches taller, as tall as Dunk or close to as tall as Dunk.
Pretty close, yeah,
comparable,
but not taller, yeah.
Right, and add basically make him the same size frame as Dunk, if not a little bit bigger, right? And they could do the exact same things. He could be his flamboyant self or whatever, and maybe add just the slightest amount of laughter to him, right? Just a little bit of laughter, and of course it'd be a bellowing laugh because he's a big boy.
Yeah,
it's perfect. Like the actual idea of him getting in there and interacting with this just party animal is great. I think it's really good. I think it adds to why Lionel shows up to fight in the end, even though he gives us the same justification from the book in the end. It's like, well, I'm not going to miss a chance to fight some Kingsguard. Are you shitting me? In a Trial of the Seven, the first one since like Magor, like this is like history in the making, dude. I'm going to be here for this. I like that attitude a lot, but it doesn't hurt And it does actually help that we have, these guys interacting beforehand. And also when it comes to the tug of rope scene, again, the tug of war with a rope.
Tug
not
of rope?
Not Copa's rope.
I'm,
Well,
s-
actually,
I'm,
maybe.
I'm searching up tug of rope to see what videos pop up because I think that was an intrusive thought by you. Like, oh yeah, tug of rope.
Dude, that's how it would be with Copa. He'd just be standing on the end, just kind of with his hands at his waist, just showing it off. The rope's just coming out naturally, and he's got a chokehold on it with his prostate. So anyway, I think that scene was really fine too. It's just the way they executed again was poor. Like, why did they have Lionel going to like get drinks in the middle of the tug of war? And
Yeah, we
being,
talked about
super
that.
rude. Yeah, it's like, handle it like a beast, like a man would, like Bobby B would. It's like, get over here, Ned. It's time to pull my rope. That's the way it would be. Give it a crank, Ned. I know you're good at that one.
Yeah, we talked about how you can make that scene better, that he could still be pulling the rope and he's looking at someone's drink. He's like, give me that. Get over here. And he's like drinking it and it's like spilling on some person. It could be funny without it being so weird that he went out of his way to get Dunk to help him. And then 10 seconds into it, he's like, I need a drink. I'm so tired. And then
imagine how they could do it too with like Lionel big Lionel and Dunk on one team. And then it's like maybe like those two and Egg, I guess, if Egg has to get involved. And then you get like 10 guys on the other side just to emphasize how strong these dudes are, right? And then that scene would pay off all the better where Lionel's distracted trying to get his drink. And it's like just Dunk and Egg trying to take these like 10 guys. And then Lionel's like, all right, sorry. And he finally kicks it back into gear. And then they just win easily. You could really emphasize how jacked and yoked and powerful these guys are.
You telling me you want to have a over the top My Hero like scene where it's like dun 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 dun, and they're like, we have to use everything we got, and they tap into a next level.
I forgot about this. This explains it, chat. This is why Don is so offended by this tonal shift between 5 and 6 because he likes My Hero a lot, and My Hero has one tone. The whole show is one tone. Doesn't matter if it's like a big villain fight or just like a little training session they're having at the academy or the school or whatever. It's the same stakes. They build it up. It's like the same amount of emotion. It's the same
This is incorrect.
That's what Don likes when he watches shows.
I like the tone escalating and de-escalating at a fine incline and not feel like you're going from a steep or kind of decline from the crown prince just died to you would have been really great is if they had a fart in season 6 at the beginning of season 6 at the beginning of episode 6.
I'm surprised they didn't. Based on this show, I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. They should have. They probably should have had that. I don't like the tonal that tonal shift from episode 5. Thank you for getting me back on this. Episode 5 to 6 felt like the tonal shift we get from episode 1. Where Dunk is dun 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 dun,
it did not feel like that.
Shitting. Oh yeah, dude. It
did not feel like that. It did not feel like that at all.
Scene for scene, a shot remake of that shot.
I don't know why they had to remake their own scene, shot for shot.
They're loving themselves, dude.
Listen, for anybody who doesn't know in the chat, me and Don and all of our friends from high school, we were so close to making a shot-for-shot remake of the X-Men Days of Future Past trailer with a white guy with giant lips as Bishop. So
yes,
just letting you know. Anyway,
so close.
Not to distract.
And then someone mentioned, did we skip a super chat? No, I don't think so. We're only calling out the big super chat. So if anything that comes through that's $20 and up, we'll read right away. Otherwise, we're going to resume in a little bit here the super chats where we left off. So anything less than $20 or like whatever the pink variation is for your country that you might be super chatting from.
We have like probably another 25 minutes of like doing this review, and then we'll be doing super chats after that. So
the so you like the additions of Lionel in there.
Yes.
You didn't like maybe fully every single interaction or his portrayal, but that they gave him more screen time with Dunk in those interactions. In general, I agree.
Yep.
It builds their character better than Lionel coming in out of nowhere just saying, dude, I don't give a shit whose side I'm on. Or actually, maybe he does give a shit which side he's on, but he does want to just participate in this thing. And it wasn't wasn't an act of kindness for a friend, but more of an opportunity to be in the history books.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine too. Like, I'm okay with that attitude as if it was just that, but I don't think it took anything away to add these scenes, and it was a smart way to pad it out,
I like the addition to, which I'm surprised you didn't mention this, all the anti-Targaryen propaganda we got.
Oh yeah,
season was great. with Raymond and Lionel at the end of it. I love it that they both are just nonstop going after these targs. Dude, okay, we told you guys to buy the dip. We were wrong. We were so wrong. He sent a $50 sticker. I'm ordering a Gunnar. Are you serious? You can send us a message if you want us to read it. But you just fooled everyone and just did a rug pull real time for you guys.
Yeah. Gunners was racking it up. Actually, you know what? He probably just got out at the right time, man. When did you sell Gunners? Be honest, man. When did you sell? Last October? Did you get the peak? Did you hit the peak? Or did you think there was gonna be an alt season like everybody else? You son of a bitch, Gunners. You got out early. I knew it. I knew it. And I also saw a comment of his earlier. I didn't say it, but it was he said he has $25,000 in Pokemon cards. So
yo, chill.
That's a lot of money in Pokemon cards there, Gunners.
Chill.
It is impressive.
We'll talk about Pokemon maybe if we have enough time in the stream. I'll bring it up, but we'll go through, make sure to hit everyone's super chats before we leave tonight. Before we talk a little bit of some Pokemon, Game of Thrones related Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but maybe we will.
You have no idea. You are lost in the sauce. But so anti-Targaryen propaganda, I like that addition. And good removals. So this is a very rare thing that they had in the books that I'm glad they didn't have in the TV show was when Dunk is screaming at Baelor when he's dying, right? When he's holding him. Dunk is screaming up to Baelor. He's like, up, because that's what he yells to Thunder.
Yes.
To like get him up and go. I'm glad he didn't say that. I'm glad he also cries, which I don't think he cries in the books. And the emotional impact of that scene was great. It's unfortunate it's undercut by the next episode. But is there anything else that you liked? Removals or additions before we talk about things we don't like?
No, it's hard. Like I know you said that and I was like, man, things that are removed, that it's a good thing they removed. Very few of those, because there's a couple removals that are terrible that they removed. Like I've said it on every review so far since the episode aired, but the scene of Baelor strategizing before the joust, before the trial of the seven, I do not know why they removed that. It's so bizarre. They removed it only to add more time to that flashback, which is just a huge L. I'd rather just keep both. Like if you're going to, it's not like they're trying to fit this into a network TV time slot. It's like if all it would have taken was 30 seconds. Literally take 30 seconds, 40 seconds to explain the strategy that we got from the book. And it really improved the trial of the seven a lot. So I blows my mind they took that out. I don't know what they took out that I think is better they took out, but that's a good point you mentioned with the little up thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Is anyone else in the people, maybe on the rewatch, people can comment down below what they liked that was removed. But the live chat right now, does anyone have any suggestions, things that they liked that they removed? Because it is very rare to find something that they liked or something that was in the books that they removed for the show that was a positive, that made a positive impact. Because like you said, the removals of not only the Steely Pate line, A Knight Who Remembers His Vows, the who's his name, Baelor's strategy, both those things are removed. There's other things they removed as well, but those two things that they removed, I did not like, and I wish they would have just kept those in. And for whatever reason, the time that they could have had Baelor explaining the plan, they instead used for Lionel Baratheon calling Baelor out about mommy issues, or maybe Maekar mommy issues, which I think everyone was confused in that scene. Like, are you on our side here, Lionel? When he's like, it's too bad your mother loved you, because no one fights better than a boy whose mama didn't love him.
Yeah, it's odd.
All right, ready, break.
Thanks, Lionel. Nice arch, by the way.
Yeah. So, I don't see anybody really saying anything here that they liked that they removed. So probably not for the most part. So things that they did remove, or bad additions and bad removals, I'll say. So it's all the negative things we don't like about the show that they either removed or added. What was your
so bad removals? Yeah, my main one, like I said, the bad.
Or there's additions too. Additions and removals. So you can just
So additions together. My number one addition that is bad is that last scene in the end where it's Maekar did not allow Egg to go with Duncan. I think that was a really bad decision, because in the book it hit so well. It really felt like Maekar. It's not like he learned a lesson necessarily, but he's just like he's conquering his own stubbornness a little bit, you know, like understanding like, okay, yeah, the aristocracy is just not great. You know, maybe my one son could turn out better than my others. It felt like he cared about his sons a little bit more versus this, where I know, like, objectively, the reason why he's not letting Egg go is because he cares about his son too. You know, it's way less dangerous to have him existing in the castle, but it's a different vibe, and it was a bad change to the show. And I just didn't need another instance of like, oh, look what Egg's doing. He's going out again and be a little mischievous, rebellious Egg. It's like, I already know he's like that. It's much cooler now if the dad is like authorizing this thing that was once off limits, you know? That was the point that I think was really bad. And other additions to the show, again, aside from the shit jokes, I guess the only other really big thing would be that strange like, you know, horse race fixing plot that they tried to introduce for 2 seconds, where the Ashford son was going to take the fall. I don't understand that.
I understand why they put it in there, but the impact it made overall, what they could have maybe added something in there instead. I think if you have him saying this as like a red herring to like, oh, this is going to be the future conflict, he's going to have to make the choice whether or not he's going to, you know, not bend the knee, but like go this path down what Plummer wants to do and disgrace himself, quote unquote, disgrace himself. I don't think it's that disgraceful to do that. But if he does do that versus does his own way, that's some conflict being set up in the future. But in that same episode, they remove it. So it's not that bad of an impact or that bad of a addition for me. But yeah, if you wanted that time back, you definitely could remove that because overall the impact is not that big. We got a huge super chat. Sorry, I was trying to rush my thoughts here. Yeah.
Let's see it, man. Holy
$100.
Come on, man. We don't deserve this, Samuel Mash. 1279. Samuel Mash. 1279. 999. First stream I've been able to catch in a while. We need to send Christian, Master of Coin, to the wall. Christian the Mad Coin. Yeah, you know what? Listen, you may have just bought Christian's new spot, I think. That's actually a good idea. We should send Christian to the wall so that if he ever does show back up here, you can see himself as some kind of wall position. That's a good idea.
You know what? That's a great idea. Thank you, Samuel Mash, for your very first super chat, very first stream.
No, not first stream. He's been here before. I'm pretty sure.
First stream I have been able to catch live or catch in a while. Oh, catch in a while. Okay.
No, maybe I don't know if you super chatted before, but your name is familiar to me, man. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because the Samuel Smash, they changed the YouTube thing, the ats for whatever reason. So if your name doesn't match,
a little bit different.
Yeah, there was. There's a couple people who names changed after they did this. It was very confusing to catch, but I think we need to make a little subsection on our overlay here that will say the wall, currently at the wall, which will have our Lord Commander there, you know, Till, who got Jor Mormont to tell us to put him on the overlay as well.
Yes.
We'll put Till up atop, Till top dog, and then the rest of them will follow who's at the wall currently. So yeah, Christian might be put at the wall, the Mad Coin. Christian.
I like the Mad Coin. It's so stupid.
We love Christian. We hope he's doing well. He hasn't been able to catch a stream, or I think I've seen him comment in a while. But treason is treason, right? As Christian once said multiple times in super chats and in any other interaction. Treason is treason. So if Samuel's calling him out, maybe there'll be a trial by combat. If no one's there to fight, he gets sent to the wall automatically.
Yeah, he's going to the wall. I mean, there's no question now. Unless he shows up to defend himself, like next stream, he's going to the wall.
Let me drop this Discord link again here. We had a potential trial coming up in the Trial of Seven, or not Trial of Seven, but a trial coming up because some person said you should do a video on hilt fires. I was like, no hilt fire talk, no dissenting opinions on the hilt fires in our Discord. Hilt fires will be punished. Mm-hmm. But after reconsidering it, and I read the message like half asleep. He was saying analyzing evil hilt fire. So there will be no punishment on the hilt fire talk because we're talking about, hey, analyzing evil. So, but we've had trial by combats in the Discord. So, go ahead, join. I'm going to drop the link one more time here. So
yes, but anyway, thank you, Samuel, for this large super chat. It's bigger than our Crypto Boys super chat, which is something to be said about that. So maybe, how much money do you have in Pokemon cards, Samuel? Let us know. Let us know in the chat.
It better be a lot.
It better be a lot. If it's not a lot, we're going to refund you that super chat. But anyway, thank you again for that. Where were we, man? You were trying to rush through your thoughts at maximum speed just to read that super chat.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to rush my thoughts through. I got a message from Space Pope on the Discord that he thinks Unius joined the Discord, or at least a fan. I don't know if Unius has joined or not.
I don't think Unius has a Discord, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I can ask him, but I don't think he does. Why do you think so?
Because someone joined with Unius Jacob or Unius Jacob on here. And then it was also a Joey Boy, which I don't know which one potentially could be Unius. Or it's a Unius or a Unius sympathizer.
Well, Unius Jacob or Unius Jacob is a reference to a Grant McDonald song called Unius Jacob Fridfinson. So if anybody needs to look that up, look it up. It's a great song, Unius Jacob Fridfinson by Grant McDonald. That's what that is a reference to. So if that's what the name is.
Yeah, that's probably what it's referencing.
Yeah, why we got Gooner super chat up here again? We already saw this, man.
There's a new one. It's a brand new one, dude.
Again, dude. This is a war, man. Samuel, I'm sorry, but Gooners he's got your number, man. He's after your ass.
Gooner, message which position of the small council do you want? Do you want Master of Coin, Master of Ships? You're not Hand. Rizzler's still there. But if you want a different one here, we'll move you around if you want to be the
Gooners,
Master of Laws, Coin. You're
you gotta tell us you want it. You know what I mean? And by the way, Christian does not get a second chance at another stream. Unless he like messages us or something like that, it really revives himself before the next stream, then we will not send him to the wall, maybe. But if he says nothing, he's gonna be at the wall next stream.
We'll send him at the wall. Yeah, we'll send him to the wall. He can redeem himself. We can bring him back, or we'll put him in the black cell, something like that. If we have to,
overtime.
Okay. Thank you, Ordinary Gooner. And if message us something here.
Come on, give us something to say, Gooner. You know, it's not. I mean, it's free to send. Well, it's not free. What am I trying to say? It's like the reverse of free. You're giving us money. You're allowed to say whatever you want in exchange for giving us that money. So say something, dude. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to this. We appreciate you, obviously.
Changes for the book.
Come on, you're an OG.
Was there any other removals or additions that you did not like? I love the Ashford additions. You know, I just said that, the underrated character.
Yes.
I love having Lord Ashford. That's a good. That was a good humor they had in this show. The bad humor, the additions they had with Arlen, 2 feet between his legs. The tripod Arlen was not a fan of that joke. It's just. I don't know. It's too easy. Yeah, it's lowbrow. It's I'm not a big fan of the shitting. I don't mind the shitting. It's funny every once in a while, but I don't think it was played off or played up well enough.
Well, like you said, or like we said many times, it's the Game of Thrones theme playing right before the shitting. That's what fucked it. That's what made it totally wrong. Because, dude, imagine if they didn't play the Game of Thrones theme at all right then. And then the first time we even heard a snippet of it or even a hint of it is when Baelor comes and, puts his hat in the ring for Dunk. Like that, it would have hit that much harder,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think if he might have been throwing up, that's a more understandable reaction than what they wanted him to do, which was that he was nervous. That's why he was shitting, when's the last time anyone shitted because they're nervous? Not me.
That's what Unius does, man.
It
is true. Oh, yeah.
It's true. And what are some other? We talked about the Steely Pate, removing the quote. Oh, the other thing that they added, and then also we talked about farts and shit. The Brood of Bracken, having him fart, that was so dumb. Why'd they have him do that? That again, the tonal shift, something you disagree with me wholeheartedly on. The tonal shift in this series was the weakest part of it, and that's part of it right there.
Yeah, the Brood. The Beast of Bracken. Thank you very much. Not the Brood of Bracken.
It's the Brood of Bracken. Chat, help me out here. Beast of Bracken?
I think they said the Beast of Bracken. I don't know.
That's a Rolling Stones song.
I could be wrong.
I'll never be a Beast of Bracken.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I love that song.
That sounds right. Either way, dude. Yeah, that was a bad moment. I don't know if that qualifies as like, it's a terrible change from the book because they inserted this gay Beast of Bracken line.
And it's brute. Everyone in the chat, they're backing me up here. Thank you, chat.
All right. I believe
Ashford Chair, someone said. The lore. Yes, that was a great addition.
Dude, yeah, that's a good addition there. The Ashford Chair, the legendary Ashford Chair.
The backstory with Rafe. Rafe's in the books. They mention Rafe.
Yeah, but it's a guy.
They never say if it's a boy or a girl.
It's implied to be a guy.
It's implied to be a guy. based off of the context around what's going on. Rafe is supposed to be a guy, and there's more people than just Rafe that Dunk is hanging around with. It makes it sound like
right.
right.
The problem with the Rafe backstory is that they made it a girl and they made it very racially similar to Tansel, and so now in my mind, they're trying to like give justification for why Dunk had like defended Tansel. It's like, but you don't need justification for that. Tansel was an innocent person who was in trouble. We already have established, like, stop raping, sir. Like, we have that whole thing about how he's like just a defender of the innocent, whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't need it. You don't need that similar, like, oh my God. Like, is the implication supposed to be that he wouldn't have helped Tansel if he wasn't also attracted to, involved with a racially ambiguous young girl as a kid? If Rafe didn't exist, would he not have helped Tansel? Because that's kind of fucked up if that's true.
Yeah, in the books, we don't get any backstory whatsoever about him even having friends in King's Landing. I think in book 1, only thing we know about Dunk is that I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear he's a virgin. He's never laid with a woman. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember re-listening to it and I was like, what is he describing right now? Because I was like in the middle of work when I was re-listening to it. But I'm pretty sure he's a virgin, and he's kind of putting what do you want to say? I was going to say like a puppeteering pussy, but put it to one word. But I'm like, oh, that's just pussy again. The puppeteering, the tussie, right? The Tansel Tussie, the tussie. Yeah, he's putting the tussie on a pedestal, and he jumps in a situation he probably shouldn't be because he is in love with her. And we get that feeling from just the books and the interactions that they have, which are very small. But maybe it's because we get more moments in his head that we feel that connection's better in the books than it is in the TV show. But I don't think we even needed that. We didn't need this scene to make that other scene previously more impactful,
No, I already felt like, oh, Dunk's a good guy for like kind of standing up or whatever, even though Tansel's being an idiot here, et cetera. It was totally unneeded. Hey, real quick, look who became a member. Is this A1? The names are different now. It's Toe Knife, whatever. But is this A1?
I think this is A1.
Australia, dude, our Aussie audience is just building up, man. Hey, welcome back, A1. You waited till after the series to become a member, but yes, welcome back.
Our own personal Tansel over here.
Yeah, that's right. Big T. Are you as tall as Tansel, A1? We never got your height.
He's not too tall. She's not too tall for me.
That's right.
Dunk literally every 2 seconds.
We got A1 and a couple other gems where you can't call us racist as long as they're here.
Yeah. Sorry. Nice try,
true.
guys.
Yep.
But yeah, this edition of the flashback, I don't mind having a flashback, but this flashback meandered a little bit too long. I wish it was just more. You could still have it be with Rafe, but I think if you made it tighter, like we just jump right to a little bit of their interaction, and then we go right straight to the gold cloaks, that instance, and then Sir Arlen, that's like way tighter of a flashback. And I think it's more impactful because you're not kind of lulled into boredom by some of these scenes as it sets up with her eventual death.
Agreed.
Is that it for your bad additions? I'm trying to think of anything else.
Mm-hmm.
What is this other one I had? Well, what about the prostitutes? Do you like the prostitutes that were added for this? Because we don't get any names of prostitutes or really interactions in the books with Dunk.
I thought it was fine. I mean, I don't love the idea of these prostitutes being like center stage or whatever, but I don't think it was a huge problem. I understand why they're building it up now. We asked this question because of, Raymond Fossaway. That's why they were doing it. That's why they made him such main characters or whatever. But I didn't think it was bad. They didn't really think about the amount of screen time they actually took up. It was like 2 minutes total throughout the whole season, probably less than that,
Yeah.
a minute and a half. So I thought it was fine. Who cares? Like, we know there's prostitutes going around. Kind of reminded me of like Berserk. If anybody's read Berserk, there's a couple prostitute scenes, especially in these kind of tent pavilion settings or whatever. It's like, all right.
I'm going to end the poll. Who is the most underrated character? Stefan Fossaway, 30%. 28%, Lord Ashford. So pretty up there. And Plummer's 26. Damn, he was taking a lot of that vote away. But it's pretty
He's
good
a good
vote
boy,
here.
man. That's the progenitor, like the brain, the mind behind the Ashford chair. He might have deserved top spot.
Hey, Sharks, I got this proposal for 15% of my company, the Ashford Chair.
Yeah.
All profits. Ashford Chair has a lot of potential, especially in the Riverlands. He said that we're not the Riverlands, but maybe that's his next stop is going to Riverlands. And
If he's smart, yeah.
what do you got?
Wait.
Last thing I'll say about the flashbacks.
Yeah, okay.
I hope in the next season they have a lot of flashbacks, and I hope they do them well, and it doesn't lull, because there is a lot of flashbacks, or at least talking about moments in the second book.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I hope they do it right and not make it as ham-fisted as this one.
Same here, and I also don't need it to be just constant laughs either. You know, everything done as a
Right.
joke. Like I do appreciate the Arlen stuff in this, how it was funnier. More so the interaction between Dunk and Arlen, not like, you know, the fucking massive schlong, not that stuff, but just like the interactions, how he definitely seemed to behave with Dunk. And this was pretty funny too, I guess, with this Frey guy. But
Yeah, this might be our most underrated.
yeah,
underrated
that's,
person.
well, definitely
Yeah.
MVP of the show. But yeah, I hope so too. I hope they do it well. Hey,
Yeah.
what are these? What are these? Hold on. What are these mystery categories you have? That
Well,
you're
we'll
talking about?
go through the super chats first. I want to get everyone's super chat before we do any sort of mystery categories, or even bring up stuff that we might talk about, because we could just push that to another stream. I want to get everyone's super chat, and right now, dude, guys, come on, we are so close to getting 100 likes on this video right now. Please, on the stream, we're only like 6 away. Everyone, hit the like button right now. Otherwise, we'll just stop the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream if you. Yeah, let me see here. If we
All
don't
right,
get it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding.
Funny. Be so funny. All right. So let's go through these super chats. We got some great super chats.
Oh, we got some great super chats.
I'm
I can't
looking
wait
at-
to read all your guys' great
Well,
super
I was
chats.
scrolling through, and I was kind of like filling time as I was doing that, because you're not unstarring them on my, or at least they're not unstarring on my end.
No, on my end, they're unstarred. So if I'm not impressed by these super chats, we're gonna have problems. Chud says, "Why do you like the character with real conflict?" What's this a quote of? Chud, who you roasting here? I'm not sure who
Chud.
you're roasting here. Why do you like the character with real conflict? Don't know what you mean, man. Don't know what you mean.
Before you go into the next one, Chud, you can explain yourself if you have a second here. But
Yeah, let us know. Let us know there, Chud.
We got $20 jump.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we got ver again. Let's carve idols of the 7 from weirwood trees. Hashtag build a new wall at the neck. Sent via rate. Well, first of all, blasphemy, dude. Sent via
Blasphemy?
Yeah, what do you mean? Out of weirwood trees? I don't like that.
We'll carve idols. We'll carve the 7. We'll carve the 7 out of the weirwood tree. So from the weirwood trees, we will have statues and idols.
I don't know. That kind
the
of sounds
7.
like you're eating meat that was like, sacrificed to a different god or something like that. Kind of weird.
Oh,
kinda
isn't
weird.
that kosher enough for you, Gator?
Hey, man. It's not. I'm 1/8. I'm 1/8 Bravosi. Sent via Maester's Raven of Old Town. Contact the Citadel for subscription options. Proceeds fund Leighton Hightower's uranium enrichment facility. Leighton Hightowers? Why Leighton Hightower? But hey, based.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about Citadel, I guess. So
Yeah, big.
I think it's Citadel. Isn't it Citadel, not Citadel? Maybe.
No, it's Citadel with a T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna do. Are you anti-Sidetic? What was the? We had a turn of phrase, and we were gonna say like any sort of Maester conspiracy is anti-Sidetic, or something. You can't talk about that, guys.
Listen, if the Hightowers had nukes, yeah, I think they're pretty responsible. I wouldn't be against Hightower. Better than the Targaryens. They already have nukes, actually. George R. Martin. Whoa, dude, George in our chat. Just send us a Snapchat.
I knew
man.
it, dude.
You have
I
us on Snap.
freaking knew it. It was George in here.
I knew it again. Was Dunk revived by the 7 or just snoozing? Revived. Oh, you talking about it between like during the fight in episode 5? Yeah, he was revived by the 7. Obviously, the fight was blessed by the 7, so of course he was revived by the 7. Duh, dude, come on, fucking idiot, George. Go to hell, George.
George, I want to love you. I want to love your body every second of the day, please.
Yeah.
DM me back, please, George.
George, not a micro. He's gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
Chud, 69. Best part of season 1 is we're closer to Sir Eustace. I'm looking at that pill bottle, boys. It's looking sweet. Actually, I've 3 days fasted right now, so we're gonna see.
That's cool. Great flex on us, Gator.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I need those Eustace pills, man.
They're like sensu beans.
Dude, I'll say it at the end. Something about fasting. But Jesse Foolhead, remember for 19 months, 19 inches. HBO, Don and Gator are trying to please. 19 inches for 19 months. Yes, that's true, Jesse. See, perfect example right here. His old name, Jesse the Fool, but then now with this like new revamped visual, it's Jesse Foolhead. It's It's like whatever that slight difference. Yeah, slight difference of the things. But thank you for the chat, man. Yes, 19 inches. We are not in any way affiliated with that. We are sub 1. Joey Housed. W's in the chat, or B's in the chat. B's in the chat for our boy Humphrey Beesbury. Dude, Beesbury is a chat, all right?
He's in the chat.
Apparently, he's notably a chat already. So if it's not creative for us to say it, just don't bother saying it.
Hey, the ask was underrated. He's being glazed currently online. That's not underrated anymore.
Yeah,
it's like,
right,
is Boba Fett underrated, Gator?
Absolutely
not. Before we even had Jango Fett, or like the prequel trilogy, I wouldn't say Boba Fett is underrated. People love Boba Fett, just from the original trilogy, like in the 90s before the sequel trilogy or the prequel.
Spoiler alert, Jango Fett mogs Boba Fett, and he also mogs fucking Mandalorian. So, Copa, watch those episodes 5 and 6 back to back, and it gives tonal backlash. Oh, here we go. Media literacy, Copa, telling me what's up.
No, stop.
I'm gonna make a lasso out of his rope, and I'm gonna treat it like Indiana Jones with his whip, man. I'm just gonna get around with that thing, do whatever I need.
I don't know what that has anything to do with the super chat or the message he sent, but I will do that as well.
It was Copa who sent it, and he has notoriously thick, durable rope, so that would be why. And he does not want me to take his rope because that's his sustenance.
Yeah, there you go. So
the super chat he sent, I'm going from him. Please, Noose, 4-month membership. I wait for Dom Boy. I wait for Dom Boy. Yeah, okay. I wait for Dom Boy's take before I form opinions.
Thank you. Please,
wait,
Noose.
Opinion.
Dude, there's sometimes when I'm listening to Gator here on the stream, I was asking for Please Noose. I was asking for a Bubba Wallace pull down garage string.
That little tiny one, little miniature.
Yeah.
Yep. Off brand. T-Move Noose. Where Waldo? How does Dunk feel compared to other protagonists? How does he feel?
How does he feel? I think he's one of the.
Him.
Well, to address it, like how do we feel maybe about him? How does he stack up against other protagonists? I think he's one of the best protagonists we've gotten in all of A Song of Ice and Fire. Dunk. He's a very fun character to see this world through, and he's very likable and very honorable. Now if he was leading the North, like old Ned, Anvil Chin Ned, no, I don't think he'd be fun to watch. Like it's like, oh, dude, he's just Mr. Magooing his way around the Seven Kingdoms. Dunk is fun because he's very low risk for the most part. It's just his life that we care about, but it's not a whole kingdom.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think he's good. It was kind of refreshing. People talk about, oh, it's so good to have like these great characters, and we are one of them. We love the great characters in Game of Thrones. It was kind of nice to have Dunk be just a no bullshit. We don't have any really secrets about his past. He's not gonna throw us any curveballs. It was nice to have that character and have it be believable. Like House of Dragon tries to do that too. Like Rhaenyra is just this beautiful, peace-loving person who's just being screwed over, and she's like trying to, gain these. What do you want to say? She's trying to like earn her stripes, and she's being forced to be violent now. And she doesn't want to. And Alicent are sneaking back and forth to scissor. It's like it's just not believable. This was good. This was good.
Yeah.
Chud. The sea snake. Whatever happened there? Whatever happened there, dude?
Yeah. Whatever happened there?
You are the sea snake, Chud.
No, yeah, you are the sea snake right now, Chud. Whether you like it or not, you are the Lord of the Tides.
Yeah, Lord of the Tides, buddy boy. Ice and Soil. Oh, dude, Rings and Iron again. The Dornish follow the Seven. Enough said. So is this talking down on the Seven, or is this pro Dornish?
He is. Yeah, he's starting to talk down on the Seven because he's a lover of the old gods. He wanted to say a prayer to the old gods.
You're so disgusting, Ice and Soil. You're so fucking gross.
I hate him, dude. I like that he's here. I'm glad that he's a Hilter. But this take needs to end. We need to convert Ice and Soil immediately.
You're gonna be converted, dude. You're gonna get that MK Ultra, enhanced interrogation.
Yeah. Bite the pillow. Bite the pillow. We're converting you.
You're not getting a pillow, but bite it anyway. Wrath Sinful. Driving around 18-wheeler, man. Just fucking bopping it around the cities. The Reeds are the Cajuns of the North. Jumbo Gumbo.
Yeah, well, my name is Howard Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did kill that Sheriff Dane. He didn't I say he coming. I took him right from the back.
Gotta get more slack jaw on that one. A little more slack jaw, kind of slow like.
I remember when me's and Ned's were fighting the Sir Arthur Danes. We killed his ass.
No, they didn't. They didn't. Actually, they did because Arthur Dane's a little bitch. Actually,
That's true. I wonder when that started. The Arthur Dane trashing. I don't want to say we. I do want to say that we started it, but I don't remember seeing it until we started it. Yeah, we've been doing it for years. I want to know if someone else
over a year.
Yeah, we've been the number one pushers of that. Arthur Dane, too hyped.
Fernando Corona. Lionel and Dunk being brothers, not lovers, was a needed course correction from House of the Dragon season 2. Yeah, listen, that's true. And they were not making it clear that was going to be the case. I mean, we knew that Dunk wasn't going to be a lover of Lionel, but it was kind of seeming like maybe Lionel was going that direction. And then they blessed us with 2 great lines from Lionel in a row. Love you like a brother, hate you like a brother, right? Back to back with just some absolute Targaryen shit talk, which was great.
I think that's the best addition for episode 6 was having that scene in there and also making it very clear when they're alone that this had no sort of sexual potential and it was all brotherly love, even though all of his actions beforehand could have been taken the other way.
Dude, I'm looking now after I've seen that episode 6. I've been on like Etsy and like just eBay or whatever looking for big sets of elk horns, elk antlers. Because dude, how cool would it be to have like a cane or like a crutch like he has where it's pure?
That was cool.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dude, at first I was like, there's no way you could get one that big. But I was like, oh, well, yeah, you fucking can. Like elk antlers are absolutely huge sometimes, but you'd never get it that straight. You know, not without like grafting it to some wood, which that sucks. Why would I want half wood, half antler? I want all antler. So I'm on the market, man. I'd pay like $250 if I had to.
Okay, let us know. DM us if you have some cool options out there, or in the Discord. Let us know if you found anything cool like that. Gator's
Wait,
gonna buy.
I got bad news here for a second. My computer might restart in 60 seconds. There might be nothing I can do about it. So if that's the case, if that's the case, it'll just take like I'll be back in like
let me see where the
60 more seconds. So
I
you're at Wrath Sinful here. So come on, click it right there. Ned Stark would rock a CZ, not a gay like a CZ. Oh, the gun. Come on, yes, no, come on. He's gonna have a Glock. At least in our universe, he has a Glock. Verver PSA. Oh yeah, you already read this one, man. Why you got this popped up? Anyone north? Anyone above the neck? Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to like scroll through on my end to see where these.
I don't know why. Yeah, for some reason they're not on starred on yours, but they are on starred for me. So
yeah, pull up the next one then. What you have on yours?
Yep. So it's right here. Ty the Fly Guy 1. If the Targaryen dragon fired Dorne off the MSP, would it be more bait? Okay, I'm getting restarted here, so I'll be back.
In real time. Gator was eliminated. Our poor boy Gator was removed from the stream. Which, guys, can we be honest here? Can we talk a little bit more about that jarring incidents we had from episode 5 to episode 6? Now that I have your guys' full attention, now we can actually get into what really matters here. I can go through a couple. Well, I don't want to go through all of the super chats at all. Not that I even could if I wanted to. But you guys really pay for us to both talk about it. But I will say, I will take a couple of these because the new member, we have Brett Gardner. I hope that's not your real name and this is not your address. 7189 just became a member. Thank you so much. Guys, we're going to try to find a way because now we're going to kind of a little bit on the off season here. We're going to try to find a way you guys could submit audio, kind of like a call-in stream, but you just leave an audio message for us and then we'll play it on stream. As long as you guys are speaking appropriately, we can play it. You guys have maybe a funny question. Maybe you guys are funny. We never thought about that. What if you guys are actually funny? And we bring your message on here and hear you guys out. Rip Gator. Everyone, L's in the chat or L's. No, let's put G's in the chat. G's in the chat for Gator. Let him rest in piss. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. The Mad Nerd 3 became a new member. Thank you so much, Mad Nerd 3 became a member. There's some members only content we have. Guys, check it out. We should do more of it. You should put your video suggestions in the Discord as well. We have a video suggestion section. Samuel Mash 1279, who gave us so much money tonight. We thank you so much, Samuel Nash. Said, I didn't realize I have a free message. Yes, if you are a member, you get a free message every month. So you can hover over that $, I think, there for the super chat. And I think it offers a member chat. So if you guys do that right now, if you guys are members and you want to have a message read, you guys should do that right now to see what it is. or not. See if you have it, and if you do, make a choice whether or not you want to use it for a message we read out here towards the end of the stream. All the G's in the chat for Gator. LG, yeah. Loser Gator. Dude, should I just do this solo? Isn't this so much better, guys? Just get one coherent thought through from a very hot intellectual person like myself. It's Dom tonight, guys. It's only Dom. It's never been Don. Don is just the loser that I put on for you guys, so you guys feel like I'm approachable and you guys can come to me and feel good. Uh-oh. We got some towers in the chat. We're not doing towers. Guys, listen, we're not doing towers. I'm putting all you guys in a 10-second timeout. I'm punishing everyone. People in the chat doing towers. Dude, it's the wall. The wall for all of you. The wall for all of you, you silly boys. We're still waiting for Gator to show up. But Till shows up late. Lord Commander of the Kingsguard. Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. What did I miss? I don't know. Maybe you can do one of those AI summaries. Has anyone used the AI summaries on videos? I did that for one video. Someone had like a very long video, and I just did the AI option. I was like, okay, what's the summarize this video for me? And yeah, it was funny because it was pretty good summary of it. Oh, and someone mentioned it, and I will talk about it here because it's a good question to ask. Any look on Fantasy Haven? So I DM Fantasy Haven, and I might be in his like request to DM because I have that option too, that it doesn't show up as a DM was sent. It shows up in the request. But if there's other people you want us to stream with or have on, you should very politely just say, hey, this guy is really funny. You should, interact with those guys. They're really good. And also, we got some spamming going on in the chat. I'm going to put this
what?
Undo. Let me see here. We just got someone spamming in the chat, so I'm just going to put the person in a timeout. No spamming in the chat, guys.
Naughty.
No spamming.
Naughty.
That's the one thing we say. A lot of stuff you can do. There's no tower buildings. There were some people trying to build towers while you're gone. See, they get up to no good while I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
Towers are being built,
and
some guy was spamming a prayer for us, which I hope some people take to heart and maybe say to themselves. But listen, we got other things to talk about here. But Fantasy Haven, yeah. If I sent him a DM, so if people want him to reach back out to us, just go ahead nicely in his comments or his live stream, be like, hey, you guys should do a Fray video together. But we are working on getting Fandom, getting them on here. It might be one at a time because there's two guys that run the channel, which is super cringe. Two people running a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, it's fucking retarded and gay. Anybody who has a channel like that should die.
But we are in the works of getting them on, and I want to have it more military focused because that's what a lot of their channels are about. That, and I think the Kingsguard drafting, they'd be great to have on to do that. Talk about that stuff. So it's in the works, guys. Don't worry, we're gonna collab here soon. You want to resume?
Yes,
sir. Super chats here. I read a couple that were insignificant. Oh, here's another one. Everyone's favorite letter.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it with that. That is so creative. That's why we love you guys. And K. What else? What else can you ask for, man?
Yeah. Ultra.
All right, anyway, let's get back to it. Ty the Fly Guy, $5. If the Targaryens, if the Targs dragon fired, okay, I gotcha. If the Targs dragon fired Dorne off the map, would it be more based or would they stay cringe? They would stay cringe. I don't understand. I mean, the Dornish are their enemies, It's kind of like what's going on right now in the real world. Like, does it really make somebody more based if they do, wipe out the other one? Not really. Really.
Yeah, I mean, it does put some more positives in their column, but there's still enough negatives where, it moves them closer. But I'd never put them to the new category of based. They're still more on the cringe. Because if the Targaryens went down there without dragons and eliminated them, how much cooler that would be.
Way cooler. Yep.
Yeah, and actually held it because they did take Dorne, but they couldn't hold it. So
anything. I mean, I'd be happier if Dorne wasn't there, but if any dragon activity is inherently cringe, that's just the way it is. If Baelor the Blessed went down there and did like some missionary work and converted all the Dornish, and they
oh, too.
I don't even know. Like, I mean, they're already members, followers of the Seven, but like totally changed their culture. Maybe like took an oath to breed out their Dornish genes like slowly over time. It's like, oh, dude, that is now base. And maybe Baelor was gonna do the same. By the way, maybe he was disgusted by his Targaryen genes. This is my fanfic we're writing now. But Wrath, by the Seven, we need some Unius lore. I don't have any right now, man. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. It's just kind of been a busy time, But there's got to be something brewing.
You're probably gonna get a nice story next time he talks to him.
G Cools, House of the Dragon season 3 leaks are nasty. And then the Seven Kingdoms is my last hope. Yeah, dude, we feel you. We're in the same camp, man. And I think a lot of people are. But
I don't know.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just saying.
I guess I'll go. No, I'll go. I'm gonna go. I'm going. House of the Dragon season 3. I guess. We have hope for it. We did a video on this, and spoiler alert, I have a little bit of hope for House of the Dragon because so many of the characters that they're ruining presently are not yet killed off. So until that point, I have hope that they could maybe do something cool with them, mainly Daemon and Kristen Cole. All right.
There is the leaks. I have a list of them. I saved them because I saw them on some post someone either had on Facebook or Twitter. So I saved them. I should send them over to you so you can read them.
Yeah,
I read them very briefly, but we might do a video. But I don't. Would we get taken down by like HBO because we leaked this stuff? I don't know.
No clue.
Yeah, I don't want to put the channel at risk, but maybe we do like some sort of private video or discussion, maybe in a Discord or something. We'll talk about it because they're almost Rise of Skywalker levels of cringe in it, Gator. That I'm like, oh, might as well read this because then we feel better about season 3.
No shit, it's that bad.
Some of it is. So
wow.
All right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, send it to me. I'm curious. We got Verver again. Here we go. Rest in peace, Beesbury. B sent from my Sony Xperia. Your Sony Xperia. Damn, wait, is that a TV? What is a Sony Xperia? Let me look that up quick. Sony Xperia. Search. No, okay, it's a smartphone. Really? Is that new? Well, that's not even. Listen, if it's Windows 11 powered Sony Xperia, damn, dude, you're a high roller. Never mind.
Man, no wonder you sent it.
That is impressive. That's impressive, dude. Dude, I have a coworker, and he has some kind of a Sony MP3 player, some like high end thing or whatever that has gold trim around it, like 24 karat gold trim around it. Like, why do you have this?
No need.
The storage cannot be big enough to justify that. Wrath, why did Ray bite the apple and to feed it to a horse? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. He like bit a piece of the apple off and then fed that piece of the apple to the horse. Yeah, definitely strange. Just give the whole apple to the horse. So you think it's too big for him?
Because he's like, well, I might want some of this apple, but then as he's feeding it to the horse, he's like, no, this horse needs all of it. I'll just give him the whole apple now. So I think that's his thought process.
Yeah, maybe trying to space it out or whatever, I guess. And maybe he wants like that little taste of apple too, little suckle on the apple juice taste for a second.
Dude, Gator, that was really good.
Thanks, man. Ice and Soil. Raymond Fossaway, Sir Raymond Fossaway, the knight who stepped up. Yeah, I mean, it's just factually true. He did. Abel Musa with a currency I do not know. Why can't HBO cast book accurate Baratheons? I mean, they could. They really could. And even if they don't cast book accurate Baratheons, they could, modify the appearance of their Baratheons to make them book accurate. But they do not.
Yeah.
Like Boris Baratheon in House of Dragon, if he was just more muscular, strong looking, I think he'd be fine.
Even Robert should be taller.
Yeah.
And he looks very big and past his prime, but could have been strong in his youth. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the Renly casting and him supposed to look like Robert in his prime or almost in his prime. And he doesn't look anyway like that. He's very twinkified.
Yep.
The twinkification of Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire needs to end, guys.
Yes, it does. Thank you, George. Again, underrated line. I said I've hung Dornishman. Dude, it is a good line. That's a great line.
Yeah, best Dondarrion line we got in this season.
Yep. And those Dondarrions, by the way, not Chads, so they redeemed themselves a little bit with that one.
That actor, the Dondarrion guy who's having sex with Red, right? The prostitute.
Yeah.
He has a disability. He has to walk with a cane. They made it look seamless in this series. I did not know he had something wrong with part of his arm, where he needs to walk with like a cane or he has like some like disability. not once did it jump out to you, did it? That this guy,
No,
the actor,
no.
has a disability. Yeah, and they didn't bring attention to it either. They didn't give the character disability. I think that was a really good way of having this guy play just a whatever normal character without any other distinguishing factors about him than just having red hair and being a Dondarrion. So that was really well done.
They could have also hired somebody without a disability. That would probably have been easier for him too. Probably, I would assume.
Yeah, but they didn't like, oh, let's hire this guy and then make the character have a disability like they do in so many TV shows. So I like that. If they're gonna just hire this guy on that has a disability, but the character doesn't have a disability, we won't give that character a disability like the actor does.
True.
Agree with me. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the stream.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Tie the flag guy again. Obvious MVP is Lord Stefan. He was on that lordship grinds, taking the side of his prince and leaving Dunk the lunk. Yeah, dude. Listen, I agree. He's a contender. I can't argue if you say he's the guy.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah,
he's up there. What?
Stefan is underrated. I don't have MVP.
Sure. He might be though. He might be.
We'll see. Send another super chat. He might change my mind.
We got Baelor dying from Wrath. Baelor dying was outrageous. It's unfair. The people loved him. Okay, so this is the Anakin thing. I can't do an Anakin impression. He's a pretty normal voice. Baelor dying was outrageous. It's unfair. The people loved him, and not just the men, but the women and the children too. Come on, too, dude. How can he be the GOAT and not live? It's a good question. That's a good question.
True. Is this what his son says here?
Spoken from Hayden Christensen in the best era of his acting.
Yeah. It's unfair.
It's unfair. But then I think he also throws in, look at, he's like combining here, because that first one was a little Attack of the Clones quote, but then that last sentence was how can I be a master and not be on the council? Or reverse that. How can I be on the council and not be a master? Dude, you're mixing your movies up, and I like it. Joey Housed. Qyburn belongs at Little St. James with Bloodraven. Yeah, fair enough. He does.
Oh, dude, he definitely would be pulling some weird strings over there. Like, let me see. Bring another one of these bodies. Oh, I love to experiment.
Yeah, that's
dude, that's
true.
The craziest reveal on this stream was that you thought Steely Pate looked like Qyburn. That's crazy to me.
I shouldn't say it looked like Qyburn, but he just has that kind of a little bit older, more thin type of a vibe to him. I don't think he's like a rough and tumble construction worker looking guy. That's all it is.
You basically thought he was Steve Buscemi. He wasn't. So let's move on.
I was hoping he'd be cast, man. Dude, have you seen Steve Buscemi lately? He is looking really rough.
Maybe he needs to have the Jim Carrey facelift.
Holy shit. By the way, too, Jim Carrey thing, not a clone, just bad plastic surgery. Don't know what the fuck that whole trend is about. Sir Loops, total Targaryen death. Yes, I support it. We are advocates. Chud McGill, Black Dragon will claim their rightful throne. I hope so, man. Give me that, young Griff, Blackfire Rebellion takeover, please, God.
Steve Buscemi doesn't look that weird. And let me make I
didn't say weird. I said rough.
He's been looking rough for the last 20 years, dude.
He's been looking weird his whole life. He's been looking rough. Yeah, you're right. For the last 20 years.
I'm gonna make a chat. I want to know what people want for merch. I'll make a quick little poll here, but go ahead.
I got a quick little poll for you. The Checky Chad. We are Damon the First. We carry the black flame. Yes, you do. What do you fight for? Finish the line, man. By removing the strategy scene also affects the mystery knight. Yeah, Dunk recalls it in the book when practicing against another knight or preparing another knight. No spoilers. Yes, without spoilers, you are right. Chud, we'll fight for... Okay, here we go. Thank you, Chud. We'll fight for our father. We'll honor his name. Yes. Sir Loops. What if Dunk was black? Dude, what if he was? I guess he probably would have...
Good question.
He probably wouldn't have paid Steely Pate for fixing up his shit. Right?
Yeah, if Dunk was... what if Dunk was black? What would change? He would have more experience at sea, I guess, right? That's
Westeros logic, yeah. TV show Westeros logic.
Mm-hmm.
True that. Would David Lightbringer enjoy the Ashford chair? The answer is yes. Very much so.
Oh, Chud loves David Lightbringer. I don't know what his deal is.
Chud, just check your cams. Check your the cams of his place you have set up. I'm sure he's been workshopping that already. He's got a few prototypes probably ready for him. Samuel Mash again. Tancel, new Rafe, and if season 2 is treated close to the book, we might be nearing simp territory for Dunk. Yeah, I'm nearing that approach. I'm nearing that territory right now. Had to cough there for a second. Sorry. I'm deathly ill. Till 6888. Game of Thrones characters bench PR tier list win. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. It'd be fun to do like how much could these characters bench? No joke. We should actually do that stream sometime.
I think it would need to be like a second, like the end part of a stream. So we have another part that we like, and then, yeah, that definitely should be part of a ranking. Is their bench press?
I think we should. I think we
do
could
a whole stream.
I think
on
we
that?
could stream title it. Yeah, with a ton of games.
Oh my.
Why not?
There's no
Listen.
way.
Okay, sorry, Till. Only one of us has faith.
You even talked to Till? Let's talk to Till.
I have not talked to him in like voice. 249. I'll charm your with the funny German humor. Oh, is this like a German accent? Hold on. I'll charm your with the funny German humor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. German. I'm in the Discord, and I had a trial of 7, which I won. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Till.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Samuel, again, Rafe is either Bravosi, Dornish, or Dothraki, none of which are ideal for Duncan. Yep, fact check, true. I don't think she's Bravosi, though. She'd be in a lot better social standing if she was. A true knight defends the innocent and the towers. J. Nate, 3451 with his 4-month membership, defends the innocent and the towers. Nope, not the towers here. Well, it depends on what towers you're talking about.
Yeah, what tower are you talking about, dude?
How many of them are there?
No.
Bobby B, big meaty Warhammer. $5. Do we take height into account when measuring a true micro? 3 inches on Tyrion is pushing it, but 3 inches on a Dunk looks much more like a true micro. It's a good question.
True.
I would say yes, it is proportionate, but you're not often going to find such a huge difference in men's height to where it makes a difference. But somebody like Dunk, who's like 6'7" or whatever, yeah, you know what? I think so. I think a 3-incher on Dunk, that might be considered a micro. He might qualify. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, definitely. Poll real quick while you read these last couple super chats here. The next merch should be the Mountain, Tywin, Blackfire, or Baratheon. At 36% right now, Baratheon's leading. So go ahead, vote in there, and that'll be the next stream we have. We'll have merch available for this particular category for sure.
Okay, ready? We got 2 more chats. TX Goliath, best Baratheon line. Is that what empty means? What was that line? Who said that, Lionel?
I don't remember this line. Is that what empty means?
Is that what empty means? I can't think of when this line happened. Let us know. Let us know in the chat when this line happened.
Yeah, chat, correct us, please.
And Sufficient Z, a glorious member of our team here. The class sure laughed when Gator had to read. Had to read what?
Maybe it was when
I've been
Don
reading all night, buddy boy.
When Dom had to read or Don had to read. But Gator read for he's been reading all night.
I've been reading all night. Sufficient Z. Come on, man. What are you talking about, dude? Sufficient? Yeah. Sufficient Z? What's so sufficient about you? Okay. Justify. Argue yourself. Make your point.
We added you on based off the last stream because you bumped up enough to get onto the onto the overlay, but we're gonna reevaluate that if I have time. It's just so hard. It's like, yeah, we want to put out more content for you guys. So going double backing, it's not an easy way to like check. I have to literally export. I have to literally copy and paste every single super chat from this long list. There's no like Excel spreadsheet it auto exports out of. So I have to copy it. Then I have to scrub the data to see who gave the most super chats. And because some people are from foreign countries, they have like 1,000 blobbity blue whatever dollars, and I'm like, this person's super chatted one time and they have like $1,000. I'm like, no, this person, I've never even heard of this person. They super chatted once. Remove. So there's a lot of cleaning the data to get it right. So
yeah, from now on, if I see any super chat that has more than 1,000 currency and it's not US dollars, I'm not reading it and you're banned. Okay. That's how that's we're taking a stand against foreign currency here.
Thank you. Finally, someone had to say it.
No, we're not. We'll read anything because we're slaves for your money.
Chud with an I. Okay, cool. I, Chud Gillis, am Lord of the Tides. I guess what he's trying to say.
Yeah, thank you, Chud. Appreciate that. We also have another TGX. So $5. George R.R. Martin predicted American financier death with Tyrion's escape screen. Escape screen? What? Black Gates
Scene,
is the New York.
Scene.
Oh, scene. Okay, yeah. I'm an idiot. I couldn't figure out that scene
okay.
meant
I got you.
scene.
It's okay. It's okay.
The Black Gates is the New York prison, and the guards fell asleep.
Yeah, that's or I mean maybe the black gates mean the black cells is the New York.
Yeah, black cells.
Yeah, guards fell asleep. Tyrion didn't escape himself. Yeah, how funny if the whole propaganda coming out of King's Landing was Tyrion killed himself. Oh no, he just definitely killed himself.
Listen, Tyrion's hair color does mysteriously change later on in the series. I think maybe he was swapped out.
Yeah, maybe.
We gotta
It's a
check,
clone.
check the nose and the ears. They don't match. Yes, Sir Loops again, 199. Bravosi well poisoning. The well poisoning of the Bravosi will be cheeky. Season 2. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll
Dude,
see. If that happens, we're gonna have problems. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, that is all the super chats. Thank you so much for being here. We'll save these other categories I had for another stream. They're not I don't want to try to rush them right now.
Hey, man,
so.
it's like I said. I think we're gonna get one more stream out of this show. So
I'm thinking about having guests on to talk about it because then we can actually get some feedback. Another person here to talk, and also you just dominate the conversation most of the time, which I don't appreciate.
I'll sit next one out. I think that's fine.
I finally could get a word in edgewise as soon as the stream kicked you out, dude. It was nice to see
Edgewise.
Yeah. And then our merch now here. Blackfire is leading 36%. Okay. We're gonna get some Blackfire merch for you guys. Next live stream we'll have it available on the store. So thank you all for being here. Everyone, did we hit over 100 likes?
We better have.
If we didn't,
not,
I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
so
good.
fucking pissed.
Okay, good. Yeah, we got it.
That was close. Okay. Well, anyway.
Anything else you want to say, Gator?
Absolutely. To these people, no way, dude. Thanks for everything, guys. Not. See you next time.
Hey, new video out Wednesday, so check it out. We'll have it out. So be on the alert.
Later, fellas.